Okay, I think we are live. If so, let me see if anyone's hopped on yet. All right, a couple people are already finding the stream. This is Ryan of Happy, Healthy Vegan. And yeah, just doing a live stream here towards the end of Sunday. And for those who are joining us, like Jose and Inspired One and David and Ed Fern, thanks so much, guys. I guess you just got the notification. Just been on a couple seconds, so you just got here at the start. And as for most of my live streams, I'll leave this up after it's done for a few hours for those of you that weren't able to get here live. But yeah, you'll be able to watch it in its entirety for until basically I'll leave it up for about maybe 3 or 4 hours after the conclusion of this live stream. So yeah, you don't have to just quit what you're doing randomly on a Sunday. So anyway, yeah, thanks. Who else popped on here? Jose and Raul and Lucretia. Gonna watch the whole video. Add before clicking. Oh, okay. Let's see. Nisi Anderson and GZ8822006. Yeah, Boise. I was calculating. I went vegan sometime around now, like October, November. 9 years ago in 2010. So yeah, I didn't write it down. It wasn't like this big deal. I wrote down I am now vegan or anything like that. But I remember it was this time of the year in the autumn of 2010. So thanks everyone for joining on. I haven't done a live stream since last week on Friday when I had sitting right here in the studio with me Jose Caballero, who is running for U.S. House of Representatives in I think the 52nd district in California in the city of San Diego. So I should have left his info up here. It's in the last live stream. It's about maybe 3 videos back in our feed. So yeah, check that out. You can see what he's all about. Really cool guy, and he's giving me a few political tips because he has some experience in these matters. So anyway, thanks for joining, guys. Well, Karen from Thailand. I thought I might get some different people today because I'm come on a little bit earlier than normal. So I'm hoping to get a few people in Europe. So if you're in Europe, I know it's a little late, but say hello and let me know that you're able to watch this live stream, because usually when I come up you guys should be asleep, because you have work and school or whatever. You shouldn't be up at like 3 in the morning during a live stream when I usually come on for you guys. But anyway, yeah, SoCal Veg Fest GZ88206. Yeah, we're definitely going. In fact, let me pull something up here in my other browser, because I will be going to SoCal Veg Fest. Are any of you guys planning to go? I'm going to put up here on the screen for a second here. Here's SoCal Veg Fest website. And let's see, we got the dates here. October 19th and 20th. It's Saturday and Sunday. And I believe, here's the plan. We will definitely be there on Sunday because I'll be presenting on the speakers stage, which I'll talk about in a second. But we'll be there for sure. We're going to get a table. We'll have our books and t-shirts, sign those, or just chat with you, take selfies. And I think we're going to be there Saturday too. We haven't confirmed that yet, but we're definitely going to be there on Sunday, the 20th. This is in Costa Mesa, by the way, on the Orange County Fairgrounds. And as you see here on Sunday, there's Sunday and the Vegan Athletes and Fitness Panel at 2 p.m. And there's yours truly, speaking along with Robert Cheek and Will Tucker. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So we're definitely going to be there. So you still have a little bit of time to make some plans to come out and say hello. And I think it's like a really minimal cost. Someone could tell me what it is. Maybe it's like $5 if you order ahead of time or something like that. It's pretty chill. They have to spend a lot of money to get this really cool facility, but it's well worth it. So come check it out. And yeah, be talking about what it's like to be a over 50 vegan athlete. So anyway, let's see any other questions. Good one there. I was planning to talk about this. I'm glad I hit it at the beginning. So if you guys are watching, come. I'm not sure when the next like big vegan event will be at, so this might be our last one of the year. Who knows? Okay, let's check out some of your questions here, even though that was a question if we're going to Veg Fest. Northern California. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah, awesome. Representing California. I still haven't seen any Europeans on yet. So I see North Carolina there with Rome. Anyone from Europe? Just curious if I came on a little too late still for all good Europeans. Darlene, you might go. Cool. If you do come, please come say hi to us. Any of you guys, if you end up going, say hi to us. Don't be afraid to come up to us or anything like that. We're not like unapproachable. We're not like, celebrities or anything of the sort. We're just regular people, just like you. And yeah, we love to meet all of you guys that I see here on the live streams, people I see in the comments. It's just cool to, see how real it is. It's sort of like half real when it's all on the computer, but when you're right there in front, of me and I'm in front of you and we get to talk, real connection, please, come and introduce yourselves and we'll take a selfie if you like, and it's all good. It's all good. So, Darlene, you're from Riverside. This might be one of the closest events you can get to, so you should try to come. Yeah, Doug in Dallas, that might be a little tougher, but all you guys in Southern California, I'm talking to you guys. And it's a wonderful event. I think this will be the third or fourth year we've attended it and participated in it. They do a really, really good job. It really takes a whole year of planning to make these things work. All right, so let me see some of your questions here. Doug, you like to see us perform a live song with our band? Well, the band is basically me, Angie, and my computer. So I guess we could do a stripped down version of some songs sometime for sure. And Angie, I think she's working in the other room as usual. Who knows? Maybe she'll come by and surprise us at some point. It's always possible. We'll hold a space for that. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like that shout out, Cynthia. Cynthia in Northern California. Is it true that keto dieting can clog arteries? Asks Rome. Hey, I'm not a medical doctor or nutritionist or anything like that. And it depends on how you do keto. I know there's vegan ways of doing keto. I assume that's not what you're asking. If you're talking about the traditional meat eating way of doing keto, I don't think keto is exempt from the problems inherent in consuming meat and dairy products. I think you have dairy and keto. Is that right? Anyway, yeah. I mean, it's still, the food has saturated fat, cholesterol, stuff like that, which is not as much of an issue when you're eating plants. So again, why are you asking me that? Just kind of curious. Do I like Greek or Roman mythology? Yeah, I'm not against it or anything. I haven't read or studied too much about Greek or Roman mythology, but yeah, for sure. Let's see. What's the best ways to meet vegan girls in the UK? Asks Mo Smith. Probably go to a vegan event. Like what I was promoting here a second ago, like SoCal Veg Fest. I'm sure they have Veg Fest and vegan events in the UK, particularly if you're near larger cities, especially London. So yeah, if you go, the odds are in your favor, because I think it's still statistically true that there are more female vegans and vegetarians than vegan and vegetarian males. I mean, females. Females outnumber the males. So I'm saying statistically the odds should be slightly in your favor to meet someone. Let's see. Boise, yeah, Game Changers. Yeah, we were busy that day. We had 2 Meatless Mondays that we needed to attend that day, which is weird. We usually have Meatless Mondays we can choose to go to, but we had ones that we were obligated to go that day. So anyway, want to make sure you saw Game Changers. Haven't seen it. Is available for rent and stream. Thanks for bringing that up, because yeah, I'd rather just kind of stream it. Where is it available to stream at on Boise? Last time I checked, I just saw it as a pre-order on iTunes. So if you guys can share with me where to stream it at. I have Amazon and Netflix. I think that those are the two I got. So let me know if it's on either of those. I'll be quite stoked to watch it. I'm surprised I haven't heard it was available yet. So please share that with me. How long I've been into music theory? Good question, Practical Pisces. Well, it depends what you consider musical theory. I mean, when I was younger, like elementary school, I learned musical notation, like how to read musical notation. I don't think I ever really wrote notes down, just was able to sight read. But I didn't think I learned theory all that much. It wasn't until maybe about 20 years ago when I started becoming more interested in more complex chords, like jazz, more complicated like 7th and 9th chords, stuff like that, learning how modes work, more about keys. So I think that's kind of like my extent of musical theory. Just kind of dabbled in it, enough to understand what I need to know. I wish I knew more. It's fascinating, but yeah, I don't know if I would call myself an accomplished student of musical theory. Let's see. Boise Triathlete, you say it's on Google Play, iTunes, Vimeo, and Vudu. About $4 to rent. Okay, it's rent. is it on streaming for? It's not free streaming for any like Amazon Prime or Netflix, is it? If so, I'll watch it today. So okay, $4. So I mean, it's a cool cause. I'll rent it if I must. I rarely rent movies. That's why I asked. Nothing against renting Game Changers. I just rarely rent movies because there's so many like streaming ones available. But if that's all there is, I will check it out. Gotta pay? Okay, not free yet. I will check it out. I should actually contact the Camerons. We were friends with someone who is a vegan caterer, a vegan chef for them. And we should try to just like meet the Camerons sometime. Wouldn't that be cool? But anyway, let's see what else y'all asking about there. Let's see, Kristen, your daughter and you went vegan 4 months ago today. Wow, awesome. You've been vegetarian forever, but made the switch and couldn't be happier. Cool, yeah. If you're a vegetarian, you've done pretty much all of the you need to do. Just give up, I guess, dairy and eggs. I assume dairy is probably your big hold up there. And that's a very common thing, to be vegetarian but not give up dairy, because you may not know it's, there's a morphine-like compound. It's pretty much morphine in there, which makes, there's an addictive element. I'm adjusting my microphone gain. If it looks like I'm stretching funny there, it seemed a little high. Anyway, yeah, it makes it a little tougher to give up than you would think. So cool, congratulations. And as you see, it's not that hard, it's not weird, you don't feel funny or anything like that. So cool, good job. Awesome. Let's see. Rachel wants to know, it sounds serious, what if someone wouldn't date you because you're vegan? Is this an actual situation, Rachel, or is it a hypothetical? I'm curious. I mean, in reality, if someone wouldn't date you because you're vegan, I mean, just that's a deal breaker, right? I mean, how could you have a future with someone who wouldn't date you because you choose to not eat animals and their products? I mean, if they won't accept that now, why would they accept it forever? So if they really completely 100% against dating you, then yeah, that's it. I mean, what more could you do? This is an actual situation, yeah, then that person is actually, a little bit probably too close-minded to have a reasonable relationship with. So I'm sorry to say, unless, maybe they're just saying that and they don't really mean it, because a lot of times people are, when they hear something, when confronted with something that's outside their normal worldview, the reaction is often anger. So that could have just been that kind of reaction. They might not really mean it. So if they really want to go out with you, they'll go out with you, right? So see how that goes. Maybe they just didn't mean it. And if they are willing to go out with you, it shows they're not totally closed-minded. And hopefully they'll be not only cool with your being vegan, but actually take them out to, if you live in an area that has good vegan restaurants, take them out, show them what it's all about, show them that the food isn't just gross or anything like that. It's not some weird hippie or girly thing, dudes can eat vegan food. In fact, he probably eats tons of vegan food right now, just doesn't know when he eats like a potato or rice or a vegetable, as long as there's no like butter on it, it's vegan. So hopefully that'll help you out there, Rachel. Rome, thank you so much, Rome Bachelor, for our first super chat tip of the live stream here. Thanks, Rome, for that. And cool, I helped you lose 31 pounds. Oh my goodness, wow, that's totally awesome, Rome. Thank you. And that's thanks for sharing that. And I want to emphasize Rome's story here is not uncommon. Tracy, our moderator, who's not on right quite yet, she's had similar experiences going vegan too, lost a lot of weight really quickly. Same with her husband. I want to add though, vegan is not a weight loss diet. I don't promote it as such. I may have talked about more of that stuff in the earlier like months or year of our channel, but I've really, I don't try to sell it as that, because that's not its intention. But that being said, it can, for most people, especially if you're not in a huge hurry, because veganism is not like, a calorie restriction diet. It's not, like most weight loss diets involve, eating a deficit of calories, starving yourself in some way, shape, or form. Veganism, the way I promote it, is a more than sufficient diet. It's a fulfilling diet where you're not denying yourself. That being said, again, I have noticed that for many people, especially if you give it time, because you're not starving yourself, it does result in getting your more ideal body. You tend to lose some of the extra weight if you have extra weight to lose. So thanks, Rome, for sharing that. Awesome. Let me get a little water here. I've learned to pace myself and keep hydrated so I don't dehydrate over a live stream. Yes, Carrie, I don't admit that veganism is not a cure for weight loss. I say it is not. That's not the definition of veganism. It's, a diet, a lifestyle that seeks to avoid as much as practically possible all forms of exploitation and cruelty to animals for food and clothing. However, I am quite aware that veganism is often credited for people's success in losing weight. I acknowledge that, but that's not the purpose of it. I just think it helps, on so many fronts. It helps with your health. It helps not only like losing weight health, but just like, avoiding the leading causes of death in the West, the environmental benefits of not contributing so much to greenhouse gas emissions, ocean dead zones, all sorts of pollution. And yeah, it's just a win, 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 win. Let's see. Let's see. Well, there's mods here. I'm a moderator. I'm a moderator too, so don't worry about if you can do whatever you want. Again, the rules are just be chill here, be cool. Even if you disagree with me, just be cool, be respectful, just be nice. Don't do things that would get you in trouble, say at work or school or something like that. Just speak in a nice, chill way that I'm speaking right now too. If you want to come here and attack, Race Lever is in stealth mode. See, Race Lever's been in stealth mode this whole time. He'll boot your ass right out of here if you're breaking our really simple rules. Just be cool, be polite. That's how Tracy the moderator likes to summon. Just be polite. Just be thoughtful. So Sadie's gonna go away because that person, is it seems reasonable. It says they're vegan and drinking celery cucumber juice, even though that's not what I recommend. If that's what we're gonna do, go for it. All right, cool. Thanks, you came on just in time. All right, so let's see. Let me check out some of your questions here. How long have I been vegan? As the title says here in this live stream, why I'm no longer. Why are you asking this? Why do you have this title here? Why I'm no longer vegan? Why are you no longer vegan? Now I've been vegan approximately 9 years now. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, we just started a few minutes ago. I went vegan sometime in the autumn of 2010. It could have been in October, might have been early November. I'm not sure, but this is pretty much it. This is my 9-year mark of being vegan, and I want to point out, I have my blood test. I do get my blood tested roughly every 12 to 18 months, and they're generally pretty much right spot on, not like diabetic or pre-diabetic or anything like that, not deficient in any minerals or vitamins or anything like that. Doing pretty well. I slam dunking at age 52, pretty uncommon. Not saying the plants are making me do that. I'm just saying I can do a lot of stuff. And I haven't had any animal products in 9 years. So anyway, let's get back to some more questions here. Martian Man, you feel better going from vegan to raw fruitarian? Ooh, you're going down a slippery slope there. If it works for you, awesome. I've just noticed, you've seen my videos, that a lot of these, pretty much all these people I've made videos on that made these why I'm no longer vegan, they were very much into raw foods and the philosophies that go along with it. Nothing inherent with that. I mean, I start my days off pretty raw most of the time. Like today is no different. I had my banana smoothies. I start off pretty raw, but I wouldn't want to eat just raw food because there's so much food out there, vegan plants, plant foods that are meant to be heated up to some degree. So yeah, if you like raw, cool. If it works for you, just be aware that you might not be a vegan in a few years. It's quite possible. I'm not saying that's 100% slam dunk, but 3 years down the road, who knows? I know for sure I will still be vegan 3 years down the road. So what else y'all asking about here? You don't believe Mother Nature provided life by having to cook foods. Well, this I've covered this before. The creatures that we came from, that became humans, I'm talking about Australopithecus. That was the last time we had a humanoid that we directly descended from that was raw. But then Australopithecus learned that there were starchy tubers in the ground, and if they could access them. They have an unlimited, uncompeted food source. And that's what made humans evolve rapidly, given an unlimited supply of glucose to the brain. This isn't my word. This is from, Richard Wrangham, professor of anthropology. I think his specialty is primatism at Harvard. I mean, we evolved eating raw like several million years ago, but the creatures we were back then are not what we are now. Australopithecus is about half our height. For one, that's a huge difference in body type. Its digestive system was way longer than ours. Brain was about 1/3 the size of ours. So to compare what they were eating to what modern humans are, we're totally different now. Completely different creature. You're not eating this. You're not eating the diet that nature does. I'm trying to say is the diet that was designed to be fully raw was designed for a creature totally different than ourselves. You know, if you're 4 feet tall and your digestive system's 3 times longer, let me know. I've never met anyone like that though. But anyway, if it works for you, cool. But raw has a lot of weird baggage like that, philosophical baggage that really doesn't have any place in the modern world. I like to tell people, I've been vegan now 9 years. I couldn't be any better off if I were just eating raw stuff. In fact, I might be worse off. In fact, I might not even be vegan. So it's not like a contest, like who's the healthiest. I know I have this conversation from time to time with raw people. You'd be even healthier, blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, I'm healthy enough. I get all my vitamins, all my minerals. I'm kicking ass. My blood tests show up. My athleticism shows it. What more do I need? Do I win a star if I'm healthier than some other guy and other people are below me? I'm not trying to become the best human in the world or anything like that. Not to say raw would do that. But anyway, yeah, whatever keeps you vegan. And I think it's much easier to be vegan if you don't limit yourself from eating perfectly healthy whole food plants, the ones that science has shown time and time again. Centurions have been shown to eat time and time again. Don't restrict yourself from eating perfectly healthy whole foods. Why? What point is there to it? Are you going to live an extra year? Well, I mean, I don't understand. If you're already eating super healthy foods like we are and what we promote, I'm not sure how eating fully raw is going to up the ante anymore. Yep, I agree with most of you guys. There are too many good things that are cooked, like potatoes and rice. I couldn't imagine a life never eating, potatoes or rice or legumes. How horrible! Not being able to steam broccoli. I mean, that should debunk raw veganism right there. That this fear you can't even steam broccoli. I mean, how is that going to kill you? How is eating steamed broccoli or steamed potatoes going to give you a disease? One that will shorten your life. I've seen no science that eating steamed broccoli or steamed potatoes will take anything away from your health or your longevity. It's just this weird dogmatic thing. I think that limits people from eating a diet that truly keeps you vegan, keeps you satisfied, and keeps you full. So that's my talk on raw there. I didn't start this live stream to go on a diatribe. And in fact, if a raw foodist wants to debate me sometime and tell me how I'm killing myself by having some steamed veggies and potatoes, contact me and we will have a debate sometime. I'm hooked on junk food, really. Let's see what I've had today. I had my banana smoothie with my Clean Machine protein stuff. It's a whole food plant. In fact, let me show you that once again. A lot of guys don't know what this stuff is that I put in my smoothies here. There we go. Clean Machine. And let's see. There it is. I even have a code. Basically, yeah, it's from cleanmachine.com. A lot of people, why do you take a protein powder? No, it's because I'm doing more, weight room stuff, in my slam dunking training I've been doing, my basketball training. So plus I'm old too, you guys know I'm 52 years old, and it's pretty much, recommended, universally recommended if once you're over the age of, as the older you get, the higher protein requirements are, the more large you are, the higher protein requirements are. So I figured why not have this whole food plant here, and I have a code. It's just a whole food plant ground up. It just happens to be high in omega-3s, high in protein, but it's a whole food plant. It's got all your other vitamins and minerals that any good whole food plant has. And I reached out to these guys because I love their stuff so much. In fact, they gave it to me a year ago at SoCal Veg Fest, and they gave us a code because I told them I want to promote their stuff because they are vegans. It's a vegan product, and I want to help them promote their product, have it reach more people, because they're still a really small company. So there it is, code Happy Vegan, all one word, lowercase, and you'll save 20% on the stuff. And that's what I put in my smoothies every freaking day. So anyway, not enough of that. But yeah, junk food. I'm a junk food vegan. So for lunch, I had let's see, at lunch, what did I have for lunch? Oh yeah, at the market at Whole Foods, they made us a sandwich at Whole Foods. Just a basic vegan sandwich. Let me think. Was there anything bad in the sandwich? There's some kind of fake meat, but it was filled with greens. Really, some greens with some kind of some mock meat of theirs. It wasn't like Beyond Meat or anything like that. So whole, pretty healthy. Bread. It wasn't some weird processed bread. A lot of veggies, a lot of grains. So yeah, if I'm hooked on junk food, you have an odd definition of junk food. What else y'all talking about there? Thanks, Race Lover, for answering questions here. Whoever was wondering, yeah, vegans do not typically consume animal. They don't consume animal products, and most vegans agree that honey is an animal product. So why have honey? Why bother the bees when you don't have to take the thing they've been working on all this time as a colony? Have some agave, have some maple. I mean, I put agave in my oatmeal that I have at night all the time. I love it. I have no desire to put honey in that sucker. Oh, there's Angie. Okay, thanks, Angie. It was tempeh. Thank you. I forgot what was in there. It was tempeh. Okay, processed food, tempeh. No, they called it junk food. Okay, and there's Angie in the chat there, by the way, too. So you guys can say hi to Angie. I'm not looking at the screen as much as I ought to because I know Race Lever has it under control here. So sorry if I didn't see you there, Angie. But yeah, that was my sandwich there. A lot of greens with some tempeh. What'd you say there, Angie? It was a smoky tempeh, quote-unquote, bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. Totally delicious. I loved it. Again, if someone calls that junk food, I mean, you're living in a weird world. That is probably the healthiest thing most people will eat all year. Vegan Metalhead, didn't know I debated. Hell yeah, I mean, I majored in philosophy. I've engaged in many debates. I haven't had many debates though on the live stream here, but I have the only way I know how to do it with this current setup, I'm using OBS. If someone's skilled in OBS, let me know. I remember I tested Skype out. So Skype. I tested out so someone could Skype and I could put the Skype window in and have a debate. So I got to find some other ways. I know there's Zoom and others, but I thought those cost some monthly fees, and I don't want to pay a monthly fee if I'm not using it. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to get a debate happening, 2 screens, and let me know. Rome, thanks again for your super chat tip there. Let's see, eating window / time for last meal, and what of honey? Yeah, you heard my answer there about honey. Yeah, it's under subject to some debate, but I agree with the vegan position that it's the product of an animal in the sense of dairy might be is a product of an animal. So why bother? Why have honey when you don't need it? It's not like if you don't have honey you'll get sick or be deficient or anything like that. And there's plant-based sweeteners that are, I think, even more tasty than honey. Like I said, like agave. That's what I put in my oatmeal there. And you asked about eating window time for last meal. That's my last meal there. I'm pretty bad about this, and maybe if you're trying to lose weight, you might not want to copy what I do, but I want to make sure that when I wake up in the morning, I'm good to go and exercise. I'm good to go to the gym, having just a banana, and then I could exercise for a few hours really hard. So I want to make sure the night before I'm not hungry. I'm not going to bed hungry. So I'll try it, if ideally in a perfect world, like maybe 2 hours before bed, but sometimes it ends up like an hour before bed. I'll have my oatmeal. It's some sprouted oats. I don't cook it or anything. Sprouted oats, put some almond milk, put some agave on it, and throw in some fruit. Like it could be strawberries, blueberries, depends what's in season. If I have nothing, I'll put in some raisins, but that's it. But again, I have some higher physical activity requirements, lifestyle than a lot of you guys do. So that's why I do that. If you're not that active, I don't know how that would work out as far as would you gain weight or not. I don't gain any weight from that. I said your mileage may vary. Yeah, Angie answers some questions here. We very seldom eat tofu or soy. It's pretty rare. Again, it's like if we go out somewhere, like today, there was that tempeh bacon in the sandwich. If we go to like an Asian restaurant, like we did last Sunday, Vian Lo, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. They have fantastic restaurant out in Reseda, and they made their second location out here in Cerritos. Thank you guys. I love it. You guys are awesome. It was one of the best Asian vegan restaurants I've been to in my life. Probably was the best. So anyway, they make really good in-house tofu, so delicious, But yeah, we rarely have that stuff. Like I said, I'm not against it, but there's just so many other plants that we cook with that we don't need to have tofu or soy. But yeah, when we have it, it's all good. Let's see what else y'all asking me here. Hey, Sarah, yes, loves Easy Tears, one of my favorite albums by the Cocteau Twins. That and Victoria Land and Bluebell Knoll and Moon and the Melodies. Just to name a few of my favorite ones there. I think those are my all-time favorite ones, though. Cocteau Twins. If you've never heard of them, just Google it. Cocteau Twins, a great, I don't know how you want to describe them, a post-punk dream pop band from the 80s and 90s. Super influential. They've influenced a lot of really famous musicians and less famous musicians like myself. And just check them out. They're really good. Angie's telling me that some guy tried to say avocados and almonds are the issue with water use in California. Well, it's really easy to say that, but I've made no less than 2 videos discussing this very issue. Are almonds like sucking all the water out of California? And no, not even. I wish I had my video right here handy to show you, but I use data put out by the University of California, Davis, and they're in the heart of agriculture country in central Northern California. And by far, the biggest use of water in California, guess what, guys? Is it almonds? No, it was water that was used to make feedstock for cattle. Domestic cattle, and they send some of this alfalfa and hay over to China. It was insane. It was like 90% of California's water was used for friggin' cows. Once you looked at the comparison of how much water was devoted to almonds, it was literally like a drop in the bucket. It was like maybe 1/10 of what the cow water was. And think about this. California supplies pretty much like almost all of our country's almonds, but we don't produce here in California all of the United States production of feed crops for cows. So it shows you it's just a tiny bit of water in comparison to what's used for feed crops for cattle. We can produce all the almonds for all the almond milk, eating whole food almonds, whatever, all the almond needs of our country satisfied by just like 10% of what's used for cattle feed crop water. So it's just a complete nonsense argument, Complete nonsense. It's just so easy to say, oh, it's them vegans. Nope. Once again, it's them meat eaters. And again, find my video. If you don't believe me, just go up on our channel here and look for our videos. Look for almonds, California drought water. Just type those words into our channel, and the video will come up. All right, what else y'all asking here? Okay, I don't follow hockey, Vegan Corey, but if there is a vegan hockey player on the Boston Bruins, awesome. I'll try to remember to follow up on that. What else y'all asking about here? And Jorge Fruit brings up the great point I like to bring up too, about when they say, vegans and avocados and whatever they want to say bad about avocados, be it water or destroying Mexico or whatever. Like, really? I didn't know vegans were the only people that consumed avocados. In fact, last time I checked, the vast majority of avocados are consumed by non-vegans, like, over 90%. So again, why do they try to pin this any problems related to a plant food on the vegans when the vegans aren't the ones who are the primary consumers? Again, it makes absolutely no sense. In fact, you can easily be a vegan and not have an avocado in your diet on any regular basis. I mean, it's not like an essential vegan food or anything like that, Blame Super Bowl and football parties for guacamole and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with veganism. It's silly. It's complete silly. No, vegan car. I didn't know that there was a hockey player on the Bruins that's vegan. Like I said, I really don't follow hockey too much. So no, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I need to know about these things when there's pro-vegan athletes. Let's see. Bambi, vegan, doesn't like avocados. See, a lot of vegans I know don't like avocados, Um, Yeah, you're right, Martian Man. Vegans make up less than 4% of the world. So, how much of an impact can vegans have on the avocado market? I mean, it would be one thing maybe if vegans consumed just tons of avocados. Like, say your average American consumes, I'm just pulling numbers out of my butt here, like one a week, say, and vegans consumed 20 a week or 10 a week, then maybe they'd have a point, but that's just simply not the case. Vegans don't consume avocados at any greater rate than non-vegans do, and we're such a small percentage of the population. But yeah, I like avocados. Some people don't. We're lucky because here in Southern California, just south of Long Beach, in an area in San Diego County known as Fallbrook's, one of the just best avocado producing regions in the country. So if you know where to find Fallbrook avocados, such as like your farmers markets, you're going to get some really good local avocados. And what's cool about them too, their prices don't fluctuate when, like you see like on the news, avocado prices have tripled because of some problem in Mexico or wherever, you know. That's just, you know, they're kind of impervious to that pretty much because, you know, they're produced here. I'm sure they ship them out across the world too, or across the country, but I'm just saying not all avocados that you see in stores or farmers markets are shipped from thousands of miles. Mine come from maybe 80 miles, 70 miles away or something like that. Probably less than that. Yeah, avocados can be really expensive. That's true, especially if you're, like I said, in the national global avocado market where prices fluctuate all the time. They're pretty steady if you get local avocados. At least that's been our experience. They don't really change all that much. All right, what else y'all talking about? Any tips on reducing wrist/thumb pain? Well, sometimes I get pain in my wrists and thumbs when I'm doing too much work on my phone, you know, tap in and just holding your wrist in a weird kind of unnatural position for too long. So if we're talking about the same thing, if we're not, I'll just give some tips that I've learned personally. Just try to vary my hand positions over a while. If I'm sitting there poking like that, maybe I'll hold it more like this, use my thumbs more. Just try not to maintain a weird, unnatural feeling position for too long. Move the hands around, kind of with anything, just try to not have, if you're sitting in a weird position, same thing with your hands. Just try to have a nice, what I'm trying to say, a healthy posture for your wrists. Change it around. Yeah, Kim, maybe, yeah, you're right. Just not that long until I can say 10-year vegan. Yeah, just another year. And yeah, time flies. That'll be here way before you know it, huh? Let's see. Doug last wants to know, have we been writing any new music for Love Spirals? Yes, yeah. We pretty much finished up a new song about a month ago. Haven't done anything with it yet, but I guess I should check out my mixes and make sure I'm happy with it. Sometimes I'll pull them up and see, this could have been done better or something like that. I'm kind of a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to polishing a mix. Not too hardcore, but I like it to sound as good as I can make it. But yeah, then we have another song I just kind of have the basis of. So yeah, we have like one brand new song totally done and one new song that's evolving as we speak. So yeah, we're working on Love Spirals for sure. And I think Angie wants to make some videos still for songs from our album, Life Goes On, which I would show it to you. I don't have a copy hand. I used to have it before, but I kind of rearranged our office around here. Let's see. What else y'all asking about here? Special? Hey, what's my favorite foods for healthy bones and that? I really don't know what makes healthy bones. I mean, I calcium is what they say. I try to have greens, spinach, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't have any particular healthy bone diet. I know I know for sure healthy bones come from making them stronger, like physically, like exercising, getting some resistance or slight pounding. What am I trying to say? The bones get stronger when you use them. Like say cyclists, for instance, cyclists lose bone mass because they're not really getting much resistance in the way of, the feet don't hit the ground or anything like that. So they do lose some bone mass. But if you intermix some running in with it, you'll build the bone mass back. Weightlifting, from what I've read too, builds bone back up. So yeah, just active and some kind of activity that involves impact. That's the word I'm looking for, impact. You want some kind of impact and intensity beyond just like swimming is low impact, which is great if you're injured. Cycling, great, low impact. But yeah, for strong bones, you want some impact. But be careful if you're starting at square one. You don't want to go too hard too soon because your bones haven't gotten stronger yet. I'm lucky. That's why, for me, my slam dunk training I haven't gotten any weird injuries from it yet, from impacts. Like people who say, be careful when you come back down. I am careful. Fortunately, I don't jump that high. And secondly, I think my bones are pretty strong from all the years of running. And even if I'm not running like a runner, 30 miles a week, playing basketball, running up and down the court, and just all the stuff you do in basketball, the jumping you do in there, it's keeping the bones strong, I believe. Aruncle, thoughts on Game Changers? Just finished it myself. Thanks, Aruncle, for your super chat tip there. Much appreciated. But all you guys, Rome and Aruncle, look on Twitter and you'll have a shout out thanking you for our super chat tip there. Someone asked earlier, and I couldn't see it in the theaters when it came out. We had some obligations that day, vegan related obligations. So now I guess I will have to rent it. I keep waiting for it to come out on like Netflix or Amazon Prime, which is not happening yet. So yeah, we'll have to just pay the $4 and watch it on one of the online rental services. So I definitely want to check it out. I'm quite excited. I've been hearing about it for years, right? There's been talk about it and trailer for a long time. So Angie and I will sit down and check it out. All right, so what else y'all asking about there? Yeah, Jorge Fruit, I think it's like $3.99, $4 to rent it. I just told people I'm weird because I guess I've had all these streaming services for so long. So I'm kind of like, I'd rather not spend $4 to rent something when you have all these other options that are included in your streaming packages. But if it's not available streaming, I'm going to rent it. So I will rent it. Probably this week. I'll try to find a night this week when I can, devote a couple hours, to watching it and, not be bothered having to work or something like that. So, I will watch Game Changers. Gotta watch it. Totally want to watch it. And see what Angie's talking about there. We add kale into our dishes rather than eating it plain. Kale, yeah, we do this all the time. Kale in soups, chili. Last night we had kale in a rice dish. Quite tasty. Yeah, so also too, Angie likes to make kale chips. I think that recipe I heard from a little birdie is going to be in her next book, which she's working on. I saw her tweaking a second kale chip recipe for y'all, at least 2 kale chip recipes. Oh, I love to always say heartedly Tin Man Adonis, possibly the best screen name, YouTube name I've seen yet. And thanks for your super chat tip there, by the way, heartedly Tin Man Adonis. Let's see, your Heartmelt Ramseur on Facebook. Have you messaged me as that? I'm surprised you can use that name because I know they're very picky there about using real names. Not to say that's not a real name, but I'm sure heartedly Tin Man Adonis was not your birth name as well. Let's see. Darlene, like to see us perform at one of the Veg Fests. Veg Fests I think are one of the worst places to perform music at. It's people don't go there for the music. The bands are usually pretty much ignored. I've never really seen a band just having this religious, spiritual experience on stage there. I'm sure it happens from time to time, but I'd rather be doing what we're doing there. Going there to meet you guys, we're going to be there. Let me put the graphic back up on the screen here. Okay, not that. Here we go. SoCal Veg Fest. Let me promote it because we're going to be there. We get nothing. We get no kickback about it. Here it is. It's in 12 days, 15 hours. This is October 19th and 20th. That's a Saturday and Sunday. For sure, we'll be there on Sunday, the 20th, because me, yours truly, will be on a panel. I'll tell you more about that. And here it is. Yeah, it's even though it costs a few bucks, $5 online, it's well worth it. It costs them a ton of money to rent out this really nice location for it. It's really cool. It's at the Orange County Fairgrounds. And I'm going to be on the speaker stage. Hey, guess who's here? I'll be on the speaker stage here at 2 p.m. on Sunday. And I'll have Robert Cheek, Will Tucker, and yours truly.
Nice.
And guess who's sitting here next to me? Anyway, come all, and we're gonna be there for sure on Sunday. Well, they can't see us yet. We're gonna be there Sunday and possibly Saturday too. We'll have a table there. We're gonna have our T-shirts. We're going to take selfies with you. I want you to come up and talk to us. And Rome Batcher gave us the $3.99 in super chat to watch the Game Changers. So thank you.
Okay, maybe we'll do it tonight then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we don't have any plans for tonight. Maybe we'll watch Game Changers tonight. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to Rome. Thanks so much, Rome. Much appreciated. I really want to watch it.
We'll have the cookbook too. I'll autograph it.
Yeah, keep it carb, baby.
And the pins.
The Happy Healthy Vegan pins. Have you seen these things yet? Happy Healthy Vegan. We'll have these here. And the proceeds for these pins go to Sail Ranch Sanctuary, who hopefully you've seen our vlogs. We made like several vlogs showing the farm, their fundraising gala. We're totally about them. We love them.
I just came in because you said kale chips.
Yeah.
I remember we still have so many of them.
Look at the kale chips here, y'all.
Smell them?
Can you guys smell the kale chips? No.
Curry kale chips. Let's have a couple kale chips.
This is a new recipe because usually, you don't make this curry kale chip. These are so good, guys. Look at all this. It looks like weed, but it's not.
People always, every single time I post this on Instagram, people say it's weed. Yeah, the demo I did once for our channel was for my cheesy nacho kale chips. But actually, Tracy, I had told Tracy that I had made different kinds, and she was like really asking me for one of the other recipes.
So she pushed you for the second recipe.
She pushed me for it, so I was like, all right, let's do it. The curry one was my second favorite. I don't even remember what other flavors I used to make. I think she wanted me to do like a what's that called? Like a ranch dip style one, but I've never made that before. No, I was never a ranch person.
That's not your wheelhouse of flavor. Yeah, these are so good, guys. And these are kind of raw.
I came in here to eat them.
These are kind of raw too because they're made in the dehydrator. But we go over 118 degrees because we're not afraid of the enzyme theory and all that.
Yeah, and it was I don't remember who it was, but someone was saying, "Hey, what's up, Sean?" Someone was saying that we know that kale's healthy, or that there's healthy foods, but people rather eat cake. And I was thinking, I eat kale all the time. I usually don't eat it plain. No,
we never just buy kale and eat kale. That sounds gross.
No.
GROSS.
When I used to work at a restaurant in the 80s, kale at that time was only used for covering the ice in the salad bar. And then because it would stay fresh for a couple days, and then when it get gross, you'd throw it away. No one was eating kale in the 80s. But anyways, for a little while, when kale first got all trendy, I was making kale salads where you rub it with olive oil and lemon and all this crap, and it was still pretty. It's a lot of roughage.
Yeah, but
the texture has really changed when you cook it.
Yeah, once it's cooked, this is not roughage. This is just awesome. Seriously, these are we've tried many other people's kale chips, and Angie's are always my favorite.
Produce, not pills. It only makes sense it would be weed since you guys are stoners. La la la.
We're stoners?
People always say that because we have Southern California accents.
Well, I'm not opposed to weed, and politically, I'm for legalization. Particularly,
I wouldn't say that everyone that smokes marijuana or takes edibles are a stoner. Stoner is a specific kind of.
If you're doing it very frequently, choice. But if you have weed once in a blue moon, I don't think that makes you a stoner. Just like if you have alcohol once in a blue moon, doesn't make you an alcoholic kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
No, I don't recommend operating computers and technical things like all this software and being high. It's just not it's not the best mind state.
I mean, maybe if you're a stoner, you can do everything because it doesn't affect you as much or something.
And for it goes you into psychology, that's called state dependent learning.
Oh, okay. We had a housemate a long time ago that was totally like that.
Did everything high.
Everything high. That was too much.
That'd be a nightmare. We're all high right now and trying to operate machinery. Oh my god.
No, that guy. There's so many stories we could tell about that guy. Anyways, raw kale soaked in white balsamic. I mean, that could be good, but Ryan's not a huge fan of vinegar.
No, I'm not a huge fan.
All right, I don't know if we should eat this whole thing.
We don't have to eat the whole thing, but we can have a few more. Nothing you want to tell them while you're here? I mentioned SoCal Veg Fest, as you saw.
I did. Let me think. What else is new? Oh, I have a new vlog coming out, you guys.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah. It's ready to go. Actually, you could see me working on this a little bit. And what else did I do? I cooked a couple other things in the vlog. Oh yeah, I was cooking my favorite chili.
Yeah, watch it. It's not a travel vlog in the sense we didn't go somewhere crazy. It's just a day around here, around the house, and
Super
around
cash.
Yeah, darting in around Long Beach here.
Yeah. Oh, and some people had said that they missed like seeing sunsets with set to our music, so I made sure to get one of those for you guys.
So for those of you who are convinced we're junk food vegans, you can see pretty much everything we ate in a day and come to your conclusion.
Like, there's zero evidence
Junk
that you're
food here.
addicted to junk food.
Junk food.
I know.
Kale, dehydrated kale with some spices on it.
I don't even know. Do corporations make kale chips now?
Not like
They're
this.
the only people that could screw it up.
Not like this. I mean,
No, this is a really simple recipe.
yeah, curry, which Dr. Greger recommends in his daily dozen.
Turmeric.
Turmeric nutritional use.
There's zero oil
No.
and zero added salt, so...
Yeah, it doesn't get much healthier than this, guys. Seriously. And if you're raw, you could eat this too. If you don't mind something cooked slightly over 118
Oh,
degrees.
Produce No Pills was being sarcastic. Yeah, I know.
know.
You can tell I'm touchy about that.
Yeah.
I'm
Produce Not
touchy.
Pills is cool. I can vouch for Produce
No,
Not Pills.
you've been watching forever, dude. I
Yeah.
know that name. Just like the... What is the
Hardly Tin Man Adonis.
Yeah, I heard you say that. I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm going in there. Yeah, what else was people talking about when you were on a topic for a long time and I saw all these comments going by and I tried to respond to a few of them. I'm glad you got back to the one about the water use in California because that's an old myth I'm so sick of.
All it takes is some...
So
like I said, it's so easy to say crap that's wrong. You know, it's so easy. Just fact check it. It's wrong.
Yeah. Okay, it was a deserve. Okay, so deserve, that's exactly why I bought a dehydrator and started learning how to make kale chips because I was hooked on these kale chips that they were selling around town in 2011. They were $6 a bag and you could eat them all like that. So I was like, this is not working out. Plus all those plastic bags. And so yeah, I just basically I looked at the ingredients that were on the back of my my favorite kale chips, and I just tried to replicate theirs. But I think they had a lot of salt in theirs that I just you don't really need salt.
You don't need salt because you have all these other flavors that are better than salt.
Yeah, I knew. So I like to use a lot of different vegetables to add flavor to my kale chips too. So like there's salt in celery, for instance, and there's salt content in tomatoes, and I put on these ones I put a little bit of some seaweed too, and that adds some salt. I add a little tamari sauce. So there's like all these ways to get salty flavors without like just pouring in granulated salt.
Can you make spinach chips? Asked Joseph Michael. I think they're too small.
Spinach, yeah, those would shrink up. Well, there are large. If you used a large spinach leaf,
yeah,
a large one with a thicker variety. Because there's so many varieties of spinach, you may not know that.
Maybe next time we make kale chips, if we have a big spinach leaf, let's pull a couple off and put it in and see what happens.
You know, I kind of wonder too. I wonder what Swiss chard chips would be like. I made zucchini chips. There's like an ancient video, which is probably so terrible, but there's an ancient video I did making zucchini chips. But basically, if you just slice zucchini really, really thin and then put whatever flavoring you want on it and pop that in the dehydrator, those are really good too.
And for the raw people out there, this is basically raw. Never.
Ryan needs his own bowl. I know it's not that much,
Yeah,
but I just bought a bunch more kale today.
Usually you have like 3 or 4 kale bales, and this time it's just like 2.
Yeah.
Usually fill up the whole dehydrator, all 5
I know, usually it's all
shelves.
5 shelves. This was like 2.5 shelves.
Yeah. All right, one more. I don't want to eat it all, but this is so
It's
good.
super good, you guys.
Yeah, I love being
Anyways,
vegan. I love it.
You know what, Carrie? I bet you could just Google Bloody Mary recipe. and
Find your
you'll-
own.
Yeah.
Veganize it.
I'm gonna guess that there's probably what's it called? Worcestershire sauce is probably in there, and so I think that's a fish thing.
Just
so
don't put it in.
Don't have that. I would for me instead of Worcestershire sauce, I'd probably put tamari.
This Angie does all the time. You want to figure out how to make a vegan whatever dish? Just Google it, non-vegan, and just
Yeah.
figure out what you need to not put in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you can veganize everything, as Ray's Lever
You
says
really
there.
can. It's getting easier and easier. Oh yeah, sorry, Sarah. Or Sarah, I guess it would be. Sarah, sorry to make you hungry. Oh, it's delicious, huh? It's like, I'd eat the whole thing.
Yeah, I love it. I love your killed
You know,
chips.
we are so not hooked on junk food, by the way. We've had a vegan cuts box
Oh my God, for like
sitting
2
there
months.
for, I think, a good solid 3 months.
Oh my God, we haven't opened it yet.
No, it's just been sitting there, and I keep going like, babe, hey, if you want to do just like a
Well, you want to do one today?
snack box,
After this
like,
live stream?
I'm down to do it.
If you're down, I can end this live stream and we can film a vegan cut snack
Oh, everyone's
box.
gonna be sad that we leave.
No, don't leave.
Yeah, someone's. No, I'm sure that I knew someone was gonna say the salt's good for you. I'm not saying I never eat salt, but there's just times when you need it and times when you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
And these kale chips do not need it, you know?
Yeah, like when we go to restaurants, we get our salt. I don't say, please hold all the salt or I shall perish or anything like that. So I've seen
Some people really freak out about it.
Yeah, and I've seen people who've gotten sick from not getting enough salt. So you gotta get salt. So we're not salt avoiders. We just tend to not put it in necessarily because I know when I go out to a restaurant or a pop-up, I'll get my salt.
There's plenty. Yeah.
Buy a bag of vegan chips, there'll be some salt in it or what have you.
Like, I think guacamole actually tastes better when there's a little bit of salt in it. So that, like, oh yeah, not on this vlog, but the vlog from a week ago, Ryan made some oil-free, salt-free corn chips in a air fryer, and then I made the guacamole to go with them. Like, we didn't need the extras. Sure, salt is very like stimulating. It's very stimulating. Like, it can really stimulate your taste buds, but like, I don't need the super salty chip to go on the guacamole. Like, the guacamole is already like so delicious. Yeah. So I just like a little bit of salt in there is fine. But like, when we have a lot of salt, dude, we get so dehydrated.
So yeah, we're not no salt, but we get dehydrated often when we go out and eat at places. So it's not like we're avoiding salt completely, just kind of avoid it in the home. So yeah, we're not deficient in salt, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, see, vegan metalhead knows I'm low sodium typically. Exactly, we're just low sodium. We're not salt free. Like we you know, that one person's been going ballistic this whole time, saying, why do you bag on raw foodism? I wouldn't say that you're bagging. You know, I think raw foodists are often very, very sensitive because they get so much slack, and we know because we tried it. We were raw foodists for a while, and of course, you know, we tried not to be. We try to never be sensitive about our diet. Yeah, you know, like I understand most people freak out about veganism. They definitely freak out about raw veganism. As I can see even here, you know, you guys freak out about no oil, no salt, no whatever. You're like, it's fine. Like, I'm not trying to like preach or nothing like that, but you know, we tried doing raw food several different ways, and at the end of the day, it didn't really work for us. And when you did all the research, it didn't really bear out to actually be a necessary component of health. Like, eating some raw foods, great.
As I do every day.
Fantastic, yeah. Of course.
Every day I eat raw food.
Of course we eat raw fruits and vegetables. But just that's not just all we eat. You know, I remember when this guy first wanted to go fruitarian style.
When I wanted to try it, at least, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to try it. He wanted to see he wanted to see what it was really like. This was years ago, like 2012.
2012, yeah, before we started our channel.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, I don't know, man. We might have to break up over this. That's like pretty far. But I was like, okay, you know, barring breaking up, I'll try it. You know, I'm game, like, be interesting. But the first time we went to farmer's market, and we went to this farm that specializes in potatoes.
Weiser Farms.
Oh my God, they always have like 6 varieties of potatoes. I literally started like having a mental breakdown. I
can never eat these again.
I'm like, no more potatoes.
And like that's the whole thing about raw food. It asks you to give up foods that are perfectly healthy for you. I want to ask I think I saw Oscar here. Can you produce any study that shows eating a steamed potato will cause disease, will lessen the years off my life or anyone's life? Is there any study that's showing steaming broccoli produces sickness or unhealth?
Someone in here mentioned how steaming the broccoli makes some of the nutrients more bioavailable.
Yeah, but there's that.
Same with tomatoes.
Depends what food we're talking about. Yeah, but I just want to say it has.
Actually, I thought Dr. Greger talked about when you eat things like the cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, it is better and healthier for you to cook.
It's too hard to eat those cruciferous vegetables.
Talk about roughage.
Exactly.
Yikes.
But once you steam them or anything, so I want to ask a raw person, like, what's going to happen to me? Just tell me straight up, what's going to happen to me from eating some steamed potatoes and broccoli? Straight up. Don't just give me some dogma.
Not some, what's that guy?
Dan?
Dan the man. Pseudoscience. No, thank you. We looked into all of that stuff, you guys. We were trying to do raw food back in the early, like the 10s and the 11s.
Is it going to give me colon cancer, diabetes? Like, what's going to happen from having a steamed potato in addition to my bananas and stuff like that? There's no bad thing will happen to any
Yeah.
person from having healthy whole food plants as we do.
Like, we're still friends with raw foodists, and it's all fine. But like, if
Yeah.
someone starts trying to bring up some pseudoscience to us, I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, basically.
Blah blah. Then see, Jorge Fruit found out about Dr. Greger. Exactly. He will lay it out.
Yeah.
He will lay it out.
And he uses peer-reviewed, published studies rather than some raw guy in like standing in a jungle in Costa Rica proclaiming, "Cooked food is poison, and that knowledge is bestowed to me from the heavens." You know, that's kind of how it goes.
It's so irritating. Yeah, see, Telenova, cruciferous vegetables are healthier cooked. Exactly. And believe me, you guys, I did at one time. I remember making raw cauliflower mash instead of mashed potatoes. I remember I made it for Thanksgiving with like a raw mushroom gravy.
She tried, yeah.
And both of those things should be cooked.
Yeah.
I know that now. But I tried it, and I
tried.
did lots of different weird raw things. I was the queen, dude. There's people here in town that own raw restaurants or have owned raw restaurants and raw businesses. And they were amazed by my raw food. They were like, everyone wanted me to like open a restaurant or give them, the recipes and blah, blah, blah. I was the raw food freaking queen. So please do not talk to me about how you know more about raw food than me, because I've been there and done it.
Yeah. You did it really well, too.
I did it so well.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, that's, yeah, so enough of the raw stuff there.
Oh my God, vegan Ichiegio
Remember
is
him?
here. Yeah, of course. He's
Wow.
been hanging out for a couple years
I've
now.
been asking people from Europe to let us know that they're awake right now, because I tried to come on a little earlier, but I haven't had too many Europeans
I think
say hello.
he's European.
Yeah, he's European. So cool, good to see you. Thanks for the super chat tip there, and check out our Twitter. That is Ryan Lum, or at Ryan Lum, or just Happy Healthy Vegan. You'll see a shout out thanking you there, Vegan Ichilegio.
Tracy's here, and she said I'm a raw food goddess.
Yeah, see, Tracy,
Dude,
the moderator, just hopped on.
I'm excited for you to try making the kale chips. I sent you the recipe.
Tracy would know.
To test.
Tracy can also vouch. I can vouch. Tracy, the moderator, vouch for Angie's excellence as a raw food chef.
I need to send Tracy my raw carrot cake recipe. It's
Prague.
really good. It's a little high with coconut fat, so.
Hi, Carmine from Prague. All right, more Europeans.
I've always wanted to go see Prague.
I've been wanting to go since the 90s.
I know,
Yeah.
me too.
So any other Europeans, let us know if you're on.
Yeah, Matron's Militia knows tomatoes have more bioavailable lycopene when cooked, and I used to do like raw tomato soups and stuff. In fact, I put a raw vegan chili in my first cookbook. There's a lot of raw food in my first cookbook. To be honest, there's a lot of raw food in Keep It Carb Baby.
Oh, Oscar says a true raw vegan diet is just like, food that an ape can eat, not like, kale chips and broccoli. Just,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, cool. If you want to,
we went to Woodstock.
Yeah, if you want to eat like an ape, that's cool.
More power to it.
Yeah, if that works for you, awesome,
but make
bro.
sure that you're getting your blood tests and everything, and don't get sick like some of our raw food friends did.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's our raw food friends that are the ones that are not
vegan anymore. I don't want to name any of them.
I'm not gonna either, but quite a few people that we met from the raw food scene from
LA.
Woodstock
and LA too. And I didn't make videos about. I was kind enough not to make videos about any of our friends from the LA raw Fruit Lux scene. And there's males, there's females. I didn't make any videos about any of them, but they were all like fully into like raw and all this purity and living like an ape. And look at them now. Now they're eating dead animals. So how did that do them any good?
That's the main reason why we don't really recommend going on a super strict raw foods diet, because it's led a lot of people down some bad paths.
And here's the worst thing about when they quit: instead of thinking, oh, maybe I should have just like a better whole food plant-based diet like how we eat, they start eating animal stuff. Like, no, there's a middle path between eating just fruits and stuff and eating dead animals. Oh, cool. Thanks, Vegan Ichilegio.
Thanks for the shout.
Thanks for the shout out.
Thanks for the shout out. Hope it was a good one.
Oscar, a raw vegan diet does not cause any health issues. Well, neither does a whole food plant-based diet. And if you could show me any evidence show me any evidence that having steamed broccoli, steamed potato will cause any disease. Like, tell me, how is it killing me? Let me know. Be specific. Just don't give me some quote from like Lauren Lockman or something like that. That doesn't count as science. Let's see.
Yeah, actually, what's that one book about fire?
Oh, Catching Fire by
Catching
Dr.
Fire.
Richard Wrangham. Yeah,
Highly recommend you check that out, Oscar.
Yeah, I recommend that, Oscar. Yeah, definitely check out. For anyone who says raw food, blah, 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 check out Dr. Richard Wrangham. He goes back several million years, traces our last raw ancestor, Australopithecus. He or they are the ones that actually learned to use fire and cook starchy tubers. So they were raw, then they became non-raw, and humans... And whatever you want to call it, those aren't exactly humans, even though that's the closest answers to us, have been cooking food for millions of years since. And our bodies have transformed greatly since then. So anyway,
Hey, Maid in Busan is here. What's up, girl? I just watched your video.
Oh, Maid in Busan, in Europe too. I didn't know Maid in Busan is in Europe. Yeah, you should be in bed, Maid in Busan, if you're in Europe. Awesome, you caught Angie, popped in at the right time.
Busan likes those late nights. I shouldn't assume that Maid in Busan's a girl. You might be a guy. Sorry.
It's a good assumption. If I were a gambling person, have ever had magic mushrooms? Why do people like to ask about all the drugs and stuff? Yes, I have had magic mushrooms before. I can't. It's been a long time since I've had psilocybin mushrooms. It's been a long time.
Hey, Lloyd's back.
Lloyd Christmas, and we finally know that you're Jim Carrey.
No, I know what this joke is. Oh,
yeah, Lloyd. Yeah, we're not going to touch that joke, even though we appreciate your super chat tip there, Lloyd. We're not gonna touch that joke, huh?
That's terrible.
Oh man.
Oh, that's terrible. Hey, how come we only asked if Ryan's done magic mushrooms?
Did they say my name?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess because I have the long hair.
You don't have long hair anymore. I have long hair.
It's longer than most dudes.
That's so funny.
How do you cook urine?
How do you cook urine?
It should be raw, I think, Lloyd.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ooh, I kicked the microphone stand. Sorry guys. Anyone listen with headphones?
Uh-oh. That's not a good ASMR. Chocolate shrooms?
At the fish show. Wow.
Well, if you're going to have chocolate shrooms, I suppose they should be at a fish show, right? I hope they were not bad mushrooms. What's going on? There's a lot of stuff happening.
Oh, there's Maid in Busan at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Just read your comment.
I know. That Sabrina Claudio song is the bestest. Ah, so good. Yeah.
Okay, Gentle Lentil. So have you done mushrooms, Angie?
Yeah, I've done them with Ryan, kid.
Yeah, last time we did them together. Yeah. It was a while ago. I forgot how many years ago and if our channel was started or not, but it was a little ways back.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he was working in this job, like an office job. And I had this
programmer.
Yeah, I had this breakthrough. I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you that you have to go to this office job every day. You must hate it. It must be so hard for you. And then because we were really hardcore into our band at that time, but
so I think we did them on a Sunday night, and I took like the Monday off or something right after that. So we're having like breakfast the next morning.
Yeah, it was a holiday.
Oh, maybe that was it. No, I got a phone call from the boss.
Yeah, you did.
So,
I think it was a 3-day holiday, and they called you like on the final day.
Yeah. Anyway, I got a call saying, so we changed how the things are structured and organized, and we will. We've eliminated your position. And it's like, oh. Cool. So that means I get unemployment. It was like
crazy. It was literally the morning after I had this like breakthrough, like how hard it was for him to do this horrible job in Irvine. They did.
I never had unemployment in my life, and it was kind of interesting time. And it was like around the time of September 11th attacks, and our government extended unemployment. But I had it for like a year. It was awesome. So it was like this kind of like this. What I guess in England is known as the dole. I was getting the dole for like a year, and I was able to like use it for good, creative purposes. Yeah, it was awesome. That's how we made our first album, Windblown Kiss.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, wow.
Yeah.
God, that really was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it was awesome. Yeah. I think we did them once or twice more since then, since 2000 or 2001, or whatever that was. Yeah.
That was probably the most notable.
Mm-hmm.
I really felt like I had changed things with my mind.
I don't know. It was just weird coincidence, probably.
I don't know. You guys can be the judge of that. Next live stream, Ryan and Angie tripping on shrooms.
Oh, Vegan Edge Legend wants to know, what year will the world go vegan? Oh, that assumes there is a year that the world will go vegan. I have no idea how that's going to go down, Ecologio, really. I mean, we're just doing what we're doing to spread veganism across the world, and I want to spread it more locally too. That's why I'm running
Yeah.
for office. The goal is to get more and more people either vegan, or if not, in tune with vegan principles, such as knowing that needlessly killing animals is bad, and or destroying the environment needlessly is bad, and destroying your health needlessly is bad. Getting people in touch with the truth of these matters and educated, and we get more and more people to go vegan, it's gonna be a better world. Or just consuming way less meat, it's gonna be a better world. But yeah, we'd like to get the whole world vegan, but that's just kind of like the ideal. Will it actually happen? Couldn't say.
Right now, I'd like to see a lot more than 4% of the world. That's for sure.
Let's get to 8%. Let's get to 10%. I know, it's a step by step. So you're looking at 100%, which is awesome. I just want to keep getting the number rising and rising and rising. See how far it'll go.
Yes. All right. It's snowballing. Yeah, I'd like to think so. Deserve.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so scary when you start to see like these weird people that are talking about all meat diets. Like, wow, how did they go so wrong?
That's the antithesis, the resistance of the popularity of veganism.
Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, exactly. Even if the government didn't tax meat, at the very least, they really need to remove subsidies. There's no reason that meat and dairy and eggs, I guess, should be subsidized.
Why do they get an unfair advantage in the marketplace to have a lower price than would exist if there were no
Makes
subsidies?
0 sense to me.
Yeah, that's something I'm politically against, and hopefully most of you guys are too.
Far too much of the farming is done on behalf of feeding those animals too. Like, we need to change the way things are done for sure.
Yeah, they shouldn't get a subsidy to destroy our planet and kill animals. That's BS.
There's a boner scene in Game Changers.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, thanks for the forewarning. No, I guess we'll remember that when we see it. Like, ooh, that was the boner scene we were forewarned about.
I think I could already guess that the boner scene would be talking about how, that meat is actually the biggest problem with men's
circulation.
Yeah, I'm like vascular. Like, what would you call it?
It is. Yeah, it's all the same system. Yeah.
Vascular health. Wow, this stuff's going fast again.
Yeah, it's going kind of fast.
Whoa. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Yes, remove animal agriculture subsidies.
Totally with you, Catherine.
You are so right, Catherine.
Yeah, even though I can't do anything about that on the local level, I'm going to work with people that can, like Jose Caballero, who was here with me on my last live stream, who's running for U.S. House of Representatives. That's one of the big parts of his agenda. Oh, wow, Linda, Lakers fan.
Linda. Oh, you were watching Lakers yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you talk about it already?
No, I haven't even talked about it. Oh. Yeah, I wonder if Linda... I wonder if Linda saw the Lakers preseason game yesterday. I don't want to go off too long about this because most people probably don't care about basketball, but it's just a preseason game. But yeah, the Warriors hosted the Lakers in their brand new $1.4 billion facility in San Francisco. And yeah, for the first quarter when they had Anthony Davis and LeBron James started as point guard. They looked amazing. I've never seen the Lakers look so good and click so good. Anthony Davis got him in his prime, 26 years old. It looks scary good, so I'm super stoked.
Yeah. Oh, Main Busan. Ryan does have an account on Twitter, but I can't seem to get him to go on there too much. Sometimes I log in as us and I'll share stories, but yeah, he's not a big Twitter user. It's just like at Ryan Loam.
Tracy, can you ban that Patriot dude, please? Or erase lever? Not just delete their comments. I hate when people love to just come here and try to shame our... Yeah. So, yeah, please, if you can't come here, and if you want to come here and try to poop on our nice, happy, civil discussion, you're gone. Just like if you came to my party here in my house, which you are, you're out if you come in and just try to poop all over it. And
Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Oh, Joseph Michael says, a blind person went vegan. If they can, anyone can. Wow, I've not heard that. What story are you referring to? I'm sure there's some blind vegans out there. I never really thought about that. But thanks for your super chat tip there, Joseph Michael. Much appreciated.
I was with the avocado icon. I remember when you were talking about avocados. He was like, I'm an avocado. Vegan sausage? Uh-oh. I can't tell what kind of this is a joke or a serious thing.
Here's a better comment from Grow Big SD. Love you guys. Love you too, Grow Big SD. Thank you. I wish I saw Stevie Wonder went vegan?
Oh, for reals?
No way.
Oh wow, I'm glad because
Wow, is that true? I'm
it
gonna
should really help out.
Google that later. That's awesome. Wow, if that's true. Totes gonna Google that. Thanks, Tracy, for banning that troll. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have the AC on in here. Yeah.
Guys. Anyways, I didn't really mean to come in here and steal your live stream.
No, it's our live stream.
It's our live stream.
I'll let you know, you're always welcome to jump on a live stream anytime you want.
Oh, it's funny. I was watching Made with Sounds video, and then I posted my Instagram picture of our produce that we bought today.
Oh, yeah.
Check that out.
Please, guys, please subscribe or follow us. It's basically her on Instagram. A lot of you guys wonder why isn't Angie on all the videos? Well, she's on certain videos, like the vlog that's coming out tomorrow. That's her wheelhouse, showing vegan lifestyle and travel. That's her thing. But her also wheelhouse is our Instagram account, which is Happy Healthy Vegan. No surprise, all one word. Yeah, just look for us there. And she makes posts, usually 1 or 2 every day. So she's extremely active on there. So if she doesn't seem active on YouTube, she's extremely active on Instagram. So please follow. You can see all the food we're eating, places we're going, and all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And just can be kept up with announcements, like say that we're going to be at SoCal Veg Fest October 19th and 20th. You might not see that if you're not watching one of our YouTube live streams here. So follow Instagram.
I'm trying to remember to also post things on the community tab here if it's stuff that's not in a video, but I know you guys want to know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll definitely have to post about the SoCal Veg Fest. I really feel like they should change the name to the OC Veg Fest, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, they're clearly in Orange County, and it would make more sense. So there'd be the LA one and the OC one. But anyways.
Oscar wants to know, why don't I have a personal IG? Yeah, I started one. I think it was earlier this year. It's Ryan Lum Rocks. That's my personal IG. I don't promote it all that much. I don't post, all that often, but I do from time to time. So yeah, follow Ryan Lum Rocks. But more importantly, follow her just super beautiful, well-curated Instagram feed. Happy Healthy Vegan, all one word.
Thank you. You can catch me a little bit on Facebook too, but not as much. But I have to go over there sometimes to share like event pages of events that are going on. Wow, it's great to hear about all these vegan athletes. Vegan since the 90s is pretty old school, actually.
Yeah, I gotta watch it because I know like all the anti-vegans are so triggered now by Game Changers.
Oh yeah,
it just really, they can't comprehend how people that don't eat meat can be like NFL athletes and what have you. It just, because it goes against everything they've been saying all this time.
They lost their crap about Cowspiracy and the follow-up one. What was the health one? What the health? So now it's time for them to go ballistic.
The only thing they can say is like, oh, they're not the best athletes in the world. Well, I mean, who is? I mean, is LeBron James the best athlete in the world? He's not vegan. I mean, the best basketball player in the world, it might be someone else. It's hard to be the best of the best. Only one person that's at the top looking down.
Bob gave some more info on Stevie Wonder.
Okay, let's see what Bob said. Stevie Wonder recently said that he's vegan for health and environmental reasons. The 65-year-old stated, I've been vegan for 2 years. So that's helped my already good-looking self. Awesome. Yeah. And that was in 2016.
Wow, awesome.
So it's been a little bit longer than that. Awesome. Cool. Thanks for pointing that out. I'm surprised I have not heard that before. Huh.
People are talking about Greta. Prince being vegan.
Oh yeah, Jay says Novak Djokovic is one of the best tennis players in the world, but all these meters, so he's not number 1 anymore. Blah blah. Well, I think he's number 2 right now.
Oh no!
I mean, Rafa is number 1.
He's also a little bit older, so.
No, so is Rafa and Roger Federer. I mean, Roger Federer is the greatest player of all time, and he's not number 1 right now. So it's like, so he's not the best. He went vegetarian and tanked. Well, people all go up and have oscillations in their rankings in tennis. It has nothing to do with going vegan. I mean, it happens to non-vegans too all the time. Oh, we got Lloyd.
What's Lloyd talking about here?
What did Lloyd say? I can't sustain harming human health, killing animals, destroying the environment with animal products without help.
Free taxpayers' money.
Yeah, he's speaking the point of view of the animal agriculture industry, which gets subsidized by the government.
Yeah, those guys need a lot of help.
They need help to destroy the planet, kill animals, and destroy our health. Yeah, it's really effed up, Lloyd. You're absolutely right, and it's fun. You've made 2 funny ass jokes so far. I like your sarcasm.
Oh, maybe someone's asking where do we watch Game Changers? By the way,
they listed it there. I'll look it up. I remember someone said Google was one of them.
Oh, Google Play?
Voodoo, we have that app
Oh,
too.
yeah, we got Voodoo.
I'll see if it's on. Well, yeah, we have an Apple TV box thing, so if it's on Apple's thing, I'll check it out there. Each Lego. I've only met John. We met John
met him
Venus
once.
one time on a trip of his out to SoCal.
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, about 3 years ago, I think, and he seemed like a really nice guy, a little shy, which is
Yeah, he was a little quiet.
a little more introverted than you might think for a YouTuber. But then again, so am I. Well, if you meet me and hang out with me for an extended period of time, you'd probably think I'm a lot less extrovert. I'm kind of I tend towards introverted. That's how John Venus seemed too. Just kind of a chill dude. Yeah, if anyone wants to tell us if where Game Changers is, but it's not on Netflix, what everyone says. I was looking there too. Everywhere I saw it, it seems to be on all the typical places where you can rent it for $3.99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if
iTunes. Joseph saw it on iTunes.
I knew it. Okay. I wonder if they're gonna do YouTube rentals too.
Yeah, that's I think if it's on Google, it's probably on the YouTube
same.
rentals. So we'll check it out here. Made in Busan. Yeah, you go to sleep.
Wait a
3
minute.
a.m.
Someone here knows some of the people who made Forks Over Knives. That was probably one of the first vegan movies we saw in a theater.
It was the first vegan movie we
Yeah.
saw in the theater.
That
Yeah.
was the very first one. Yeah, we drove all the way out to Irvine to see it.
Yeah. Then
That was the first time we ever went to a veggie grill too.
First time. Yeah, I saw the vegan movie, then ate at the vegan restaurant, or was it vice versa? I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, I forget too. And then we're like, man, we got to bring your mom to see this.
Did John Venus turn his back on veganism?
I don't know. I follow him on Instagram, and all he ever posts is vegan food and talking about how he's plant-based and on his gains, and it's like he's always fighting the perception
that he's not vegan anymore. Or
no, he's always fighting the perception that plant-based athletes can't gain. Like he's showing like this. He'll show before and after. Like this is when I was eating a lot of meat,
I saw
and
it
this
last
is
week.
me
Yeah.
eating a lot of plants. And he's always showing like, look, I'm bigger now that I'm eating plants. Like I have not seen one single thing where he does anything not vegan or not in alignment with vegan stuff. Maybe he once said he didn't want to use the word vegan anymore. I see people say that sometimes, but everything he posts on Instagram is vegan.
Yeah, so
I haven't talked to him.
You know,
or
if
anything,
that's
but-
if he calls himself plant-based rather than vegan, if that's the worst thing one could say about him, I mean, I wish I could say that about everyone on the planet, because that's if everyone were eating vegan but called themselves whole food plant-based, all our problems would be solved basically. So I'm not gonna.
I don't care what the word is.
I don't want to be like the vegan police and say he's not vegan enough or blah blah. He's not level 21 like Race Lever is, you know. So I'm not gonna pass judgment. As long as
Race Lever's 21.
he's level 21 now. But
how many levels are there?
Race Lever only knows because he's like in the Illuminati of the vegan thing. So, but yeah, if John is not eating animal products, not wearing animal products, I salute him. You know, he doesn't have to do anything else other than that. People can do more than that, but if you just do that bare minimum, I'm behind you.
All I know is that on Instagram he's promoting for people to eat a plant-based diet.
That's what I see too.
And that's important to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like you said, it's like, you know, if someone like Beyonce or whatever is like, everyone's saying that she's vegan, and then you find out that she's like actually eating animal-based products and wearing animal-based clothes, like that does a disservice to the term vegan. But if he's being vegan but not using the word vegan, I don't really see a problem with that.
I'm okay. That's a personal choice. I'm not going to force that.
Years ago, we made a video about vegan versus plant-based is the name. Like some people wanted to branch off, like, I think we should be called plant-based. It's easier to understand. Like,
no, it's not.
You
That's
were
actually
like, we
more
call
confusing.
it Z-Box 7.
Yeah,
like, I don't care.
That's what I said. You can call it whatever you want. If you want to call your vegan diet plant-based or Z-Box 7, I don't care. And the animals that are not being killed, don't care what you call it. Just don't eat the dead animals. And I don't care what you call it.
Or their products.
Or their products or wear their stuff. Yeah. And I saw, who was it here? Someone said that all of John and most of his family also are vegan. So that's pretty cool
like his
because
wife and everything?
we're having trouble getting our family turned on vegan. Yeah, Kathy said John and most of his family are vegan. So that's awesome. He's doing his activism right there, you know. Maybe one of his family members will turn out to be the greatest vegan activist of all time now. Who knows?
Well, it sounds like Produce Not Pills knows a whole lot more about it than me. So like I follow him on Instagram, but I don't really watch YouTube videos so much. So I didn't even see whatever video made.
So John recently discussed his bad video. I know which one you're talking about.
You do?
And he apologized and how he regretted it. It was an interview with Joey Carbstrong. Check it out. Okay, we'll do.
All right.
We'll do.
right, anyways. Da da da. Wonder if I should leave you guys alone now.
It's all up to you. So that's cool, but yeah, we're not here to like criticize other people who are living the life, not consuming animal products. I'm not going to pass judgment on you. I don't care what you call it. You want to call your vegan diet Z-Box 7? Awesome. It's all cool.
That's always Ryan's weird name.
Oops, I kicked the mic again.
Z-Box 7 or Fred.
Joseph, you don't need to cut out oil. Vegan 2 years, that's cool. I mean, if you want to cut out oil, that's great. But, like I said, it's as long as you're not eating and consuming the animals, I'm not going to complain or pass judgment of any kind. Even if you did, I don't try to be the vegan who points out everyone, oh, you're doing this wrong or whatever. I'm not that kind of dude. Yeah, Race Lover, he'll pass a judgment. He is vegan internal affairs. So
okay,
need anyone
thanks.
to pass judgment, forward it to Race Lover. Remember, he's level 21.
Honestly, I can't spend my life like watching everybody's vegan YouTube channels to try to judge them on
Exactly.
stuff. I just don't have time
That's
for that.
not vegan activism. That's just being a nitpicking person.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even saying if I like John Venus or not. I'm just saying that what I've seen on Instagram didn't trigger me.
Happy Days is turned on. Said I have my banana chocolate oat smoothie ready. That sounds pretty delicious
Banana chocolate oat smoothie. Wow, I've never had such a thing. That sounds pretty filling.
Yeah.
Satisfaction. I gotta think about what I make for dinner tonight.
Yeah. What should we make for dinner? Let's discuss that with the people here. We have all the produce now. We just went to farmer's market today. We have so many options.
Yeah.
We have so many options. What could we have for?
Well, I might want to focus on the stuff that's left over from last week.
That's wise before it gets too bad.
Like I have some older potatoes.
So what should we tell the people? What options might we have? What do you think? You need to look at the.
We have a lot of old corn too.
Yeah, we do have a lot of old corn. If it's not too bad, maybe we can have the corn with something tonight.
Maybe.
Corn.
Please make nice cream. You know what, guys? I haven't had any nice cream all summer because our blender, our Vitamix, like the
bearings on the bottom.
Yeah, the bearings all fell out, so the Vitamix is out of commission, and this new blender doesn't. First of all, there's no like tampering tool thing to like tamp the bananas down onto the blade, and just I tried making it once, and it just I need my old Vitamix back, or I need one of those like Yo Nana's machines that specialize in making nice cream. I've missed nice cream this summer a little bit.
You can still
Plus,
make it.
He doesn't buy a whole 40-pound box of bananas anymore. He buys like just enough for his.
You can still
smoothies.
make nice cream. You just need to let them thaw for like an hour or so, especially if it's a warm day.
It'll be too I like it firm. I don't want it all slushy. Then I may as well just be a smoothie.
Tracy said corn chowder.
I was thinking about corn chowder.
Ooh.
She read my mind.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Corn
She read
chowder
my mind.
sounds pretty damn good.
I don't have a corn chowder recipe per se, I don't think. Or actually, Tracy could probably tell me if I do. I have a lot of chowdery things.
But yeah, we're not here to pass judgment on
Have
John
a fully
Venus.
raw dinner to make peace with the raw good vegans. Oh.
I had a fully raw breakfast, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm good. I had my fully raw meal of the day.
Okay, so I didn't see the offending thing John Venus did. Maybe I'd hate his guts too if I knew.
I think
what
he's
he
just
said.
trying to work himself out. Should he call himself vegan or not? And
I don't know. Someone up there said he said that something about you should eat a little bit of meat, which I didn't happen to see.
I didn't catch that part, but I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not gonna. I really don't.
If he's not saying it now or doing it now, if he did it like a year or two ago, I could maybe overlook that.
And he's promoting, as you see, vegan all the time, plant-based all the time. So he seems like a good ambassador.
Honestly, guys, I don't like to go around playing like spy and investigator on all of our content creator friends.
It's not our
job. I find that
interesting.
interesting.
Lloyd brings up an interesting. Lloyd's being serious this time. Says
Okay, good. He's been joking
tiny
a lot.
fraction, like maybe 1% of athletes are plant-based, and do disproportionately well, even at the elite level, like the professional elite levels. Anti-vegans point out they don't always finish first. This must be terrifying for the anti-vegans.
They don't always finish first. If it's so magical, they should always be winning at everything and never get sick and never die or get old.
So why isn't Kyrie Irving as good as Steph Curry? Well, he might be. I don't know. It's hard to compare the two, but you don't finish first in basketball necessarily. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much the only argument they come up with. But you could say that about these anti-vegan guys who are complaining. They're not like winning gold medals or anything like that,
Especially the guys that sit around making dumb YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention any of names or plug them.
Me
You guys know what I'm talking
either.
about. These guys who are complaining about the vegan athletes not being good enough. Well, these guys look
Aren't
themselves
even
in
in
the
the
mirror.
running.
They're not representing the United States in the Olympics.
Oh, no,
you know?
I can't believe we're going all negative. Darn it,
no,
what
I'm just-
happened?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just stating a fact. They're not in the Olympics. Yet they're complaining about he's not a good Olympian. He's only gotten like third place or something like that. It's like, hey, if you can do better, they're looking for people that get first place. Let's see.
Wow,
Okay, here.
I can't imagine this.
About John Vegas. He just said he didn't care if others did. That's what I kind of remember from that bad video too. Yeah, he said he was going to pass judgment on them, but I never remember him saying, "I shall now start being non-vegan" or something like that. I don't remember that. So yeah, thanks for clearing this up. Yeah, so as time goes by, you know, the stories kind of get a little changed a bit as far as the facts go. Lloyd points out, remember when vegans can't get muscles? You know?
Yeah.
Then they can't win first.
Yeah.
Now, okay, now
And
they win first.
They keep moving the bar.
But they need steroids, yeah.
Oh no!
If they win, they're on drugs.
Of
Yeah.
course.
It's just again, it's like talking to someone who just doesn't want to have an open dialogue. They have their opinion, and it's fixed. Facts don't matter. Opinion is all that matters. So yeah.
Yeah.
And Ray Lever, John was a bad boy, but I think we can forgive him for now. Yes.
Oh, race liver.
I think so.
Oh man.
If a level 21 race lever can say that, you know, if level 21 vegan say that, we'll go.
Oh wow, Diana is maybe she's not hearing the live stream because she's bringing up mushrooms again. We were talking about mushrooms a while back. Saying mushrooms are fantastic for health properties and these must be cooked to kill slight carcinogenic property. Yeah, because I was talking about how I used to make raw mushroom stuff a while back. Like back in 2011,
Vegan
2012.
Gaines wants to debate me? Like, what? We're both...
He wants to debate you? That doesn't sound right.
We both are arguing pro-veganism. I'm not sure what we debate, really.
That's funny.
Yeah, what would we debate? Maybe gun control or something? Maybe we differ in that? I don't know, but...
That's not interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. I saw the weirdest comment. I must have missed it. It was something about that. They were telling Race Lover that Michigan has disallowed you to what was the word? To somehow like attach alligators to fire hydrants. It went and bought. I was like, wait, what?
Whoa.
Like alligator parking? Like, wait, what am I missing here?
I missed that too.
I know,
Are you sure you saw it? You're not on
No,
shrooms right now?
I'm on. They're kicking in, guys.
You're not on shrooms
I'm
right now.
peeking right now. Let's see where to go. I was like, what the hell am I reading? Da, 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 da. Wow, there's so many comments on here, you guys. This is crazy. I have to find one that's too race lover. Oh man, where to go? And I don't know why it was specifically about Michigan. Say it again.
So if someone has that
What
information
was that about alligators in Michigan?
we want to see alligators in Michigan.
I think I just zoomed up too much.
Well, they'll post it again, hopefully.
Oh
I'll keep
my
my eye out.
God.
I'm going to be looking out for Michigan and or alligators right now.
Totally.
It's not every day that gets brought
Oh
up
my
here.
god. Wait, what's this? Catherine saying mushrooms have chitin? Have you heard of that? Making their cell walls very strong so they need to be cooked to be digested easily.
Yeah, the idea of raw mushrooms doesn't sound that appealing. Yeah, it's again...
sometimes I like some raw mushrooms in my salad.
I guess it depends what kind, really.
Okay. That's a vegan world domination. Oh.
There it is. Alligators may not be tied to fire hydrants in Michigan. Well,
yeah.
I support that.
But they can be elsewhere. That's the really troubling.
Well, if I win my city council bid, I will make sure that here too in Long Beach, you cannot tie alligators to hydrants or anything that for that matter.
Tripping on shiitake. I bought some shiitakes actually today.
Lloyd, no, I don't want to go down that whole thing there, Lloyd. I'm cool.
Those guys are trouble.
Yeah, I don't really want to enter into that. I mean, why are we debating that or not? I just don't even want to get into that whole thing. They can fight it out themselves. Those two guys seem to have a history of disliking each other, so they can figure that out on their own.
Oh, someone asked if Veg Fest is in Long Beach. We have a vegan festival that doesn't use the term Veg Fest, the Long Beach Vegan Festival, And the Long Beach Vegan Festival this year has really upped their game now. Instead of just doing the one big event per year, they also do one monthly.
But this month, October 19th through 20th, SoCal Veg Fest in Orange County at the Orange County Fairgrounds. 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and 20th. We haven't worked it all out. We haven't worked it all out yet, but we'll definitely be there on the second day, Sunday the 20th.
Yes.
And we'll probably be there Saturday the 19th as well. We're going to have a table. But if you want to finally come one day, come on the 20th. We'll have our t-shirts, we'll have our books, we'll sign stuff, we'll take selfies,
Give you hugs.
hugs, whatever you want, chat. And but I'm going to be speaking. That's why I said we're going to be there for sure Sunday, because on the speaker stage on Sunday here, guys, I will at 2 p.m. be on this vegan athletes panel, and it will have so far 3 of us. Maybe they'll get another 1 or 2 vegan athletes. Robert Cheek, who many of you guys have heard of. Will Tucker, who I've met many times throughout the various vegan events here, and myself talking about vegan athlete stuff. So it's not totally free to get in because it's pretty expensive to rent out the Orange County Fairgrounds, but $5 online. So I suggest you get them now rather than paying $10 at the door. Even still, it's a good deal. And yeah, just come say hi. Let me know, hey, this is like, such and such from the live stream, like Linda Lakers fan, if you're coming. Yes, hey, I'm Linda Lakers fan. Let me know. I always get a good pleasure from knowing that, connecting a real face with someone from the comments here on YouTube. And that's how I met Tracy last year, if I remember right, too. So,
Sorry, I snuck out.
all right, Angie has snuck out. Yeah, I've been on quite a while too, so I shouldn't take up everyone's Sunday night here forever.
Watch my BTS videos.
You're gonna watch your BTS video next?
Darn it. Anyways, tell them I said bye.
All right, Angie said bye. I saw who was it here? Kat wanting to know what I'm running for politically. Let me just show you on my website here. Here it is. Here's my website, ryanlum.net. Just on my whole name, ryanlum.net. And yeah, I'm running for, let's see if I mention up here, City Council in Long Beach here. I'm running for the 2nd District in Long Beach City Council District 2. And here are some of the issues I'm running for, such as here, making Long Beach a slaughterhouse-free and no-kill city, meaning getting rid of the slaughterhouse that's in the middle of our city, right across the street from residential homes, and also reforming how Long Beach Animal Care Services works so that they are a no-kill city, as other cities have done by implementing new practices. We're kind of like stuck in the 90s or beyond. And other things that should appeal to people who are not vegan, even though these things should appeal to any reasonable non-vegan. And most people don't like slaughterhouses across the street from homes, don't like animals being killed needlessly. And basically a Green New Deal for Long Beach. So I'm the only candidate who is outspoken about the immediate need to enact green policies if we want to have any hope of fighting climate change, and government that works for people, not for corporations or big lobbyists. I'm not even taking any money from for-profit corporations. A lot of labor unions have contacted me, and I kind of prefer not to work with them, so I'm not in their pockets. I want to work for people, not like big businesses. So anyway, yeah, if you want to donate to my campaign, it's all here. And I really need the vegans' help because I think I've really mentioned who I'm going up against. My main opponent, Robert Fox. If you saw my video from last week, you know what I'm talking about. It's the video about bike lanes, how he opposes bike lanes in the city. He is a multi-millionaire. He's a real estate mogul. He owns like 15 residential and commercial buildings in Long Beach. Super well funded as well, in addition to his own personal wealth. He has more connections here in Long Beach than I have, but I have more connections once I factor in you guys, everyone from around the country. I can't take donations from around the world, unfortunately, it's illegal, but if every vegan could just pitch in a couple bucks, I could match this guy's millionaire money from all his fat cat friends in Long Beach. So if the things I'm talking about here resonate with you and you want to see someone with my values representing your values on a political level, even if it's not your city or state, I could use your money, because that's how elections are won. I've learned a lot about how campaigns work, and you can buy an election. If you're wealthy enough, individually, personally, or if you have enough wealthy friends, you can just buy an election. And I think that's what Robert Fox is on his way to doing, unless I can match him to some degree financially. So hopefully you guys can just donate a couple dollars. I think $5 might be the minimum donation. I'm not sure, but whatever you can, I will greatly appreciate it, because I'm about to go into new levels of promotion. I've just, you've seen my business cards. Basically, I'm handing these out and put them in coffee shops. I'm going to press up yard signs. I'm going to pay people to walk around neighborhoods with me and knock on doors. So yeah, please. So anyway, enough about that, guys. So anyway, let me get back to your questions here. Get Snoop Dogg to back me. Yeah, that'd be cool. Even though Snoop Dogg, he just hasn't lived in Long Beach for like decades. I don't think he's lived here since the 90s. But yeah, maybe he, if he saw what I was running for, he'd like what I'm representing. Okay, let's see what else y'all talking about. Am I taking money from Monsanto? No, absolutely not. In fact, I'm sure they would probably send money to my opponents just based off what I have said about them before. Even though they don't care about the politics of my opponents, they probably don't want someone like me representing Long Beach. So anyway, yeah, please, if you can, RyanLum.net. Seriously, I would really appreciate your guys' support right now. This would mean the world for me to win this thing. I really got in this race to win. When the Humane Party initially approached me, they wanted me to run like for president or senate or governor or something like that. Something where you really have zero chance on a third party, as a third party candidate. But what I'm running for, you don't need it. It's a nonpartisan position, and I have as much chance to win as any Republican or Democrat has. So yes, please help out. RyanLum.net. Really could use the vegan community support here, and just continue this advocacy on a whole new level. And what's cool about city council, this is why it's so perfect for me. It's a part-time job, meaning I can still do YouTube. I still have plenty of time for YouTube, hopefully. I won't have to quit or anything like that if I were like, like a senator or congressman or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I was on Jimmy's show, actually, Electric Vegan. I think that was the person. Yeah, that Jimmy Dore. He's from out here too. We did a interview with another person running for here in Long Beach for a different district. Another person with a progressive position. His election's actually earlier than mine. His is in November. If you live in Long Beach and live in District 1, vote for Elliot Gonzalez. Please do. If me and Elliot could win Districts 1 and 2, we'd have a great voting block in Long Beach, and we can get so much done. So anyway, let's continue on with y'all's questions here. Race Lover, part-time jobs usually more fun than full-time jobs. Yeah, I guess you can't just always be in an office if you're a city council person. You only can do so much. You have your weekly meetings where you vote on things, and then the rest of the time, is up to you. Let's see what else you guys asking about here. Guys are talking about some of the vegan candidates on the Democratic scene right now, the presidential Democratic scene. Yeah, that's cool. We have a representation of different vegans, vegetarians, and people curious about that. This is amazing. You weren't seeing this in prior election cycles, so things that shows you have already changed. We're seeing senators who are vegan and people running for president who are vegetarian. This is awesome. The world is changing. It's already happening. So I want to be representing on the local level. Let's see. What else y'all talking about here? Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to hit the like button for this live stream for sure. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be doing. I've been on, let's see, where is my total here? An hour 45 almost 2 hours. So I'll probably cut it off at the 2 hour point. A lawn tax, grow food, not lawns. That would probably not be the easiest sell right there. In fact, most people probably don't have the time and energy to grow their own food. I know, because I've done it. I still grow a little bit here, and I used to have more yard space dedicated to growing food, and it's a lot of work, it really is. So I just figured I'll appreciate the fine efforts of my local farmers and pay them to do their wonderful job, and I'll put my time into what I'm doing here on YouTube, spreading veganism worldwide. Will I have more guests on my streams? Yeah, for sure, Produce Not Pills. I just haven't been in contact with anyone who seemed appropriate. But if you have any suggestions or ideas, yeah, suggest in the comments here if you'd like to see me have a live stream with anyone. It doesn't have to be like an anti-vegan where we're debating, or a hardcore raw foodist where we're debating. It could be, but I mean, just could be another fellow vegan, like when I had Jose Caballero on last week on Friday, who's running for office and for representing San Diego, basically 52nd district, I believe, California, in the U.S. House of Representatives. Let's see. Will I back a presidential candidate? Great question. I mean, I'm running with the Humane Party, as you know. Unfortunately, the way our political system is set up here, it's truly on a national level a two-party system, Republicans and Democrats. If you're on a third party, you pretty much have no chance of winning. That being said, I'm going to support Clifton Roberts, who is running once again for the Humane Party. So I will back him. Unfortunately, I don't think there's much chance in the foreseeable future to win a presidential race. I'm just being real here. But that's the whole part of having a new party like the Humane Party's doing. They know it takes time. It takes decades. I mean, look how the Green Party still isn't winning national elections. It takes time. So you got to, I'm going to give my support now and help build, at least if the party doesn't ever win a national election, at least get some of our ideas into the mainstream parties. Get veganism, get serious talks about animal agriculture being the number one source of climate change. These kinds of ideas into their platforms. They're kind of not really thinking about that much now. Ending all animal agriculture subsidies. Why do we subsidize the meat industry? Why aren't we subsidizing broccoli? It makes no sense. Why are we subsidizing industries that are destroying our planet, destroying our health, and killing animals needlessly? So, anyway, again, if what I'm talking about resonates with you, please, my campaign website, ryanlum.net. I need your vegan guys' donations if I want to beat my millionaire opponent. Not to mention the incumbent, too. It's a tough race, but I'm up for it. I want to win. I'm not doing this as a publicity stunt, even though I'm trying to get as much publicity as I can to get the message out there. And so far, I just did an interview with Hard Lens Media out of Chicago. In fact, if you go to our YouTube channel, Happy Healthy Vegan, if you go to our homepage on YouTube there's a link to our community tab, and I posted I made a link to the interview I did with Hard Lens Media. It's a link to their YouTube video. It was a live stream on their channel, and now it's up for all to see. So check that out. I love just doing these interviews and getting the message out there. But I'm not doing this to publicize myself or anything like that. I'm doing this because I really want to represent vegan values, pro-environmental values that we need immediately. We got to get it on the local level, and we need it on the national level as well. So please help me beat these millionaire guys who probably think veganism sucks. Yeah, I'm with the humans too. I wish the Humane Party could win major national elections, but that's why I want to win. I want to be their first candidate to win an election. I would go down in history, in their history books, as their first person to win. So you got to start somewhere. You got to win city council before you win, state representative, before you win governor, before you mayors and stuff like that. So we got to start somewhere. So I want to be the first Humane Party candidate to win. And we'll take it from there. It's all step by step. But we got to act now. We got to act quickly, as the United Nations has told us. Cool, guys. I'm glad you guys are here to support. Cool. But I do want to get some more people on these live streams too. So again, if you have any people, let me know. Let's see. Let's see if you guys have mentioned anyone here while I was rambling here. George wants to know what I think about omega fatty acids like EPA and DHA. I eat a wide diversity of foods. I'm not afraid of plants that have fats in them, like nuts and seeds, particularly ground flaxseed I'll put in my food. What else? Avocados. And that Clean Machine protein I showed you guys, let me just put it up here too. That stuff it's a whole food plant. It's called duckweed. Its trademark name, the wrong one, is Lentine. And yeah, it's rich in ALA. So I put this in my smoothies virtually every day. So I just try to get as many whole food plants as I can. And this is a whole food plant once again. That protein powder is not just some kind of protein powder. It's a whole food plant that happens to be rich in certain things that vegans could really, get an extra boost of. Costa Rica, cool. Thanks for joining us today, Costa Rica. Let's see, what else did you guys ask here? Humus Hero has a great point. With climate change, and it's happening now, it's not something that's this theoretical thing that's up for debate. It is here. It is happening now. The global climate has been changing and is continuing to change. So we need to act immediately. So with climate change, we don't have time to wait around, and we should perhaps back the most progressive candidates. I agree. Progressive, as far as being serious about tackling climate change. The Green New Deal is a great start. And if you're gonna have all these candidates who are fuddy-duddy and just say, the science is not clear, there's conflicting evidence. Yeah, sure, you have conflicting evidence because you have the fossil fuel industries putting misinformation out there and industry-funded studies, kind of like what you see going on with the meat and dairy industry. Same thing. Doubt is their product. Same guiding principle as the tobacco industry. Just got to put some data out there. You don't have to have solid slam dunk studies, but just something that suggests, like we just saw last week, how that study that came out and said, there's no good science showing that eating red meat and processed meat's bad for you, despite the 100 studies that the World Health Organization looked at. We're saying there's no evidence. So people have doubt, and that's exactly what's been happening. And it's sad that people don't understand how the science works and just hear this and they hear what they want to hear. We don't have to change, just keep on keeping on. Eating tons of meat, polluting in all ways, not changing life in any way, shape, or form, and denying climate change. We can't have people like that dictating politics, dictating policy. We need people right now. And that's one of the huge reasons why I'm running right now, too, is to do even more than what I can on YouTube. Like I said, I'm going to continue with YouTube. However, I want to even do more, too. So I'll have time for both since it's a part-time job. How many years do we have left until it's too late? I have no idea, George. It's kind of scary when you read some of the information coming from climate scientists. Is it already too late? I don't know, but I'm not going to sit here and wait and just do nothing. I'm going to do everything I can to try to change the inertia of people across the world, institutions across the world, of actually taking climate change seriously. So, don't know. So any more questions? I've been on hour 52, and I said I don't want to go over 2 hours on this. So if you have any questions, please let me throw them at me here. I'll do like a rapid fire, assuming I can answer it quickly. And I'll let y'all go off into your Sunday nights or Monday mornings, wherever y'all may be. Thoughts on vegans wanting to become a registered dietitian? Awesome. We need more. Since we have so many, it's like me getting into politics. Since there's so many non-vegan registered dietitians who don't understand what vegans understand, just spout nonsense. You gotta have a balanced diet with meat, dairy, and egg, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have to, So we need more people that know about the facts about plant-based nutrition, the actual peer-reviewed science about plant-based nutrition out there, spreading some good information to people. So I think that's awesome. I'm not going to go down that road, obviously. Probably a little too late in life for me to go back to college, I think. I mean, it's not, but it's been a while. Wow, William. Wow, is that true there? Let's see. Let me just check my email here really quickly, guys. Wow, I do see a couple donations here. Oh my God, yeah. Let me get back to the live stream tab. Oh my God, where are we? 1 second, guys. Here we are. Thank you so much, William. Wow, I just saw I got several donations right now, including some very generous ones. I saw 2 big ones there, like $50 and over. So thanks so much, guys. Seriously. It means a lot to me that that you guys are helping me out. Like I said, I really need the help of vegans nationally, since I don't have the connections that my opponents have locally. But that's why I'm talking to you guys. So, reaching out to my national audience here so I could try to win a local race here and be one of the first vegans representing in politics. Just running pro-vegan. I'm not trying to hide it like Cory Booker. I want to talk about it, and I'm not just running on vegan issues. Again, look at my website, ryanlum.net. The issues I'm talking about there are it should appeal to any reasonable person, vegan or non-vegan. So thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. You guys are giving me hope, because I was kind of, after last week when I really figured out how much money my opponents have and how much they have raised, I was almost depressed, like, oh my God, what have I got myself into, So, but since then I've been working hard. I'm doing more fundraising, and you guys, my head's up high. I'm in the game. And I'm gonna fight my ass off to win. Seriously, I'm extremely serious about winning this race. So thank you so much. I'll be really bummed if I don't win, is what I'm saying, because I'm gonna fight as hard as I can. What do I think of Jamie Oliver's new cookbook Veg? Asked Laura. I didn't know Jamie Oliver had a new book. Wow, I haven't made a video about Jamie Oliver in years. He's one of my old standbys. I mean, I would make a video about him every couple months, because he's always doing something that just seems so unthoughtful about veganism. So I will check out his cookbook Veg. He has a lot of potential. He has a big audience, but he's always been letting us vegans down. So let's see if I'll be let down by Jamie once again. Again, Jamie, I put him in this group of people that need to get off his ass. Climate change is real. It is here. It's time, Jamie, to start recommending that people stop eating these diets that contain animal products. The healthful benefits of plant-based diets, Jamie. You've talked about it. I saw you on that video when skiing with Tim. You're talking about all these great benefits of plant-based diets that Tim doesn't even believe anymore. But anyway, it's time for you, Jamie, to do something. If you want your beautiful children to have a beautiful planet to live on, you would use your following to spread the truth. I'm not telling you to lie. Just tell them the truth about plant-based diets and offer more vegan options in your restaurants, whichever ones are left. I know a lot of them is closed. And get way more vegan options in your book. So hopefully Veg is not going to let me down, his new book. I'll check that out. Do I think Bernie can overcome the DNC cheating? You're talking about how like in 2016 he should have got the party's nomination over Hillary. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I know they've done him wrong somehow. Bernie is the candidate on the Democratic ticket who, if you look at the whole thing, he's not vegan like, say, some are, vegetarian like some are. That being said, if you look at the big picture of what Bernie's fighting for, most everything he's on his platform are things I can get behind. So I hope so, because I think I'm not the only one. I think what Bernie's talking about appeals to a lot of voters, particularly younger millennial voters. Like someone like, say, Joe Biden, I don't think he resonates all that well with younger voters. We need someone who's going to inspire people, someone who's going to offer hope in a real sense, not just saying, oh, free ice cream for everyone, vegan ice cream for everyone on Fridays. Something that's tangible, something that's workable and real. So I hope so. Yeah, Yang as well. I love what Yang has said. I haven't read everything on his platform yet, but I've seen him give several interviews, and everything Yang I've seen so far resonates. And I thought he's vegetarian, right? And he thinks veganism is great as well. Yeah, universal basic income. It seems like a kind of a crazy idea now to some. But automation and artificial intelligence are here, and they're not going away. Their rate of adoption across industry is going to be mind-blowing. In fact, if you look at now, 2019, and compare it to 2029, 10 years down the road, it's going to be a completely different world as far as how things are made, fewer needs for people across all sorts of industries. So I'm glad someone is bringing up the concept on a presidential national level about the need for addressing this. How will people be able to afford things? Universal basic income seems kind of far-fetched now, but I told you in 10 years, we're going to be glad that the discussion got started. Okay, so Yang isn't vegetarian. Well, I gotta read this all. Yang is or not. I should do some heavy duty research on Yang because I've seen so much conflicting information. At least I saw him say positive things about it, like it is something that would be helpful for the environment. Okay, so what else y'all saying here? Um, the economy. Voters are interested in the economy. Well, unfortunately, I say it's not really an issue that much for running on local politics. You know, city council. There's not much that the city council can do as far as influencing economics on a national level or even on a local level. There's not much we can do as far as that goes. That said, I have some ideas how to make business more easy in Long Beach for new businesses to get set up. I've seen so many businesses get set up. Like a lot of these new vegan restaurants, they come in and it takes them like a year from the moment they sign a lease to the moment they can actually let customers in because the inspection process from the city is so slow, all the permits. It makes Long Beach very not business friendly. And if I could do anything to fix that, because I remember Plant Powered Fast Food, they were sitting in their building here. I don't know if you guys seen that here. It's a chain of restaurants. They just opened up their latest one in Long Beach, but the Redlands one, I thought they started working out at the same time. It opened up like 6 months sooner because Long Beach took so long to just do all their permitting. And they're not the only store. I know someone who's trying to set up like a sweets shop here, and feel so sorry for her. She's been getting so just delayed by the city. Who knows if she'll be able to afford to keep the mortgage payments going open or the rent payments going until the city approves everything. So I am pro-business, and I want the economy to prosper here by shortening the ungodly long amount of time it takes the city to approve everything. Let's see. What else y'all talking about? Hey. Nikki, what should I say to someone who says egg whites are nutritious? Well, they can say that. Your friends, whoever, can say egg whites are nutritious. But I've seen, look at Dr. Greger's videos where the egg board can't even say eggs are nutritious. I know they're talking about the whole egg rather than the whites. But tell people, hey, why eat an animal product when you don't need to? I mean, look at all the long-term vegans. Now I'm getting up there, 9 years. I haven't had any egg whites. I'm getting my nutrition from somewhere. You don't need to eat egg whites, animal periods. Ask them why they want to eat like animal periods for, chicken or hen period, whatever periods for. Why do they need to when you don't have to? Why participate? Why support an industry that kills so many animals per year? Yeah, there's a lot of animal death in that industry too. They might not realize it because they don't know what goes on because of all the ag-gag laws, but why support an inherently cruel industry that doesn't produce a product that you must have or else you will perish or something like that? Let's see. I like how Race Lever puts it here, huh? Eggs are animal ovary discharges that come out of poop holes. Yeah. And Tracy points out too here, insulin growth-like factor and TMAO from egg whites and yolks. Okay, thanks for adding that in there, Tracy. I wasn't even considering that aspect about them. So yeah, there's still, even though there might not be the cholesterol, which people are fearing from the egg whites, there are still other animal product attributes, animal proteins in egg whites that you don't need, and they're not necessarily healthy. So when someone says it's nutritious, yeah, I'm sure maybe in like heroin or cocaine, maybe, I'm just going on a crazy example here, maybe there's some molecule or some vitamin or mineral in heroin or cocaine that might be healthy, but that's all the other stuff that's not. Just because there's one thing in there, a couple things that might be on the positive side doesn't outweigh all the negative stuff, is what I'm trying to say with that extreme example. And if they really want to have eggs, just go out and get yourself some Just Egg. It should be in most supermarkets now, at least in North America. I've seen it pretty much every market I've gone to now. Am I still doing 10 bananas in my smoothies daily? No, I've kind of backed down to 8 or 9 bananas in all seriousness. About 8 or 9 bananas. Have some extra fruit in there. I put in my Clean Machine protein powder. This stuff here. Again, I got my code. Happy Vegan, all one word, lowercase, save 20%. They don't pay me a penny other than my affiliate link here, which I asked them to be a part of because I really love their stuff here. So yeah, well, I'm putting that in because I'm doing a little bit more with weights, not to become a bodybuilder, but just because I'm playing basketball and jumping, and I need to do more resistance training. So yeah, my needs are a little bit different now than when I was like, say, just a runner and not really using any resistance and weights or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, tofu scramble as well, George, for sure. Totally. Yeah, you got it right, Dreaming Tata. What I was just talking about earlier, that most people have no idea how cruel the dairy and egg industries are. They think it's harmless to animals, but no, they kill animals as part of the daily business. It's just how it works. Let's see, Trace, what's that? Glad to see me running. Planning to keep it going. Oh, yeah, I'm committed. Yeah, my election's on March 3rd. And I'm starting to ramp things up. My whole plan for the past couple months is really to try to raise some funds, which I have been doing, and really just thanks to you guys again. It's really the support of the national vegan community rather than just like people here in Long Beach, but you guys watching on YouTube, Instagram, everything that's kept this I don't want to say hope, because it's more than hope. I want to win. It kept me in this race once I realized what I need to do. At first, I just thought, you just talk about it, and just try to. I didn't know what I'm totally new to this whole, running for office. So once I learned what I need to do, I realized I got to get some funds. The more money you have, the more you can do. The more help you can get, the more yard signs I could press up, the more flyers I can press up. Money really does win elections, and that's how politics works, unfortunately. So I need some, and thanks so much everyone for helping out. And I'm going to go out and try to kick Robert Fox's ass. And the incumbent too, who I've not even talked about yet. She's a piece of work too. Do I believe that vegan art is an effective means of activism? After trying for 25 plus years, I admit that I suck at vegan outreach. Just do whatever you want. Not everyone needs to go out and debate people like Joey Carbstrong, even though I'm thinking about doing that. I've looked at a little microphone I could take out with me. I don't own it yet. It's just like $80, like online on Amazon or B&H Photo. A little portable mic. I think it records an SD card or something like that. And I just need someone to go out there and film me. I just need to find a place to go and talk to people. Well, that's one way of doing it, but not everyone's into that. I like doing that kind of thing because, I have a philosophy background, done debating. And I'm not in a formal sense, but, just amongst, people in philosophy class and amongst, here in vegan world, debating non-vegans. So, yeah. But whatever you find is the way for you to get people interested. If it's through art, if it's through photography, that's where, if you're good at taking pictures, put them on Instagram. If you can make food look cool or whatever you do. Yeah, everyone has their own way. That's not the message I like to tell to certain vegan activists. I think their one way of doing it, whichever way that is the one way of doing it. No, there's so many ways to spread the message of veganism. Infinite ways. Whatever is the way that makes you most happy and comfortable, that's the best way for you. Okay, you want to see the street debates? Yeah, I would love to do street debates. I just tell you, I need to get a little portable mic, and then maybe, hopefully, Angie or someone will be kind enough to film the whole thing for me. So that's all I need. I just need a filmer, someone who can film it for me, and a little portable microphone. So I'm all down for that. And then I just got to figure out where to go, where to find these people to discuss, veganism with. Cool. I just, got to get that going. It's going to be harder with my election thing going on too to find the extra time for that, but I really want to start doing that. Okay, let's see. I guess it's a good time to end it, guys. What do you think? Let me just remind you of everything once again before I go. We got SoCal Veg Fest. Wrong one here. SoCal Veg Fest happening on October 19th and 20th in Costa Mesa. That's the Orange County Fairgrounds. I will definitely be there on Sunday, the second day for sure, because I am I'll be part of this Sunday panel at 2 p.m. on vegan athletes, along with Robert Cheek and Will Tucker. So come by, but I plan to have a table there that whole day Sunday, and I think we're going to get one as well Saturday. With that, we haven't like finalized that, but for sure Sunday, Angie and I will be there. We'll have our T-shirts at our table. We'll have our books. We'll have us there. You can talk to us, hug us, take selfies, all that stuff. So come, please, and say hi. Let me know you're from the live streams or from the comments on YouTube. It's always a pleasure to meet you guys. So that's October 19th and 20th. And also, too, before I go, let me just show you one more time me at my, let's see, what am I doing wrong here? Right here, ryanlum.net, my website. You can donate to my campaign if you like, and I much need your help. And also, too, I forgot to mention, I didn't even do this once today. I just saw this here. I made a coupon code for our store. It's here I mentioned at the end of a 2-hour live stream for those who are still here. But if anyone wants to get anything off our web store, the code will be good until midnight Pacific time. So that's basically like what 5 more hours basically. So if anyone wants to get something off our web store at shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, you can just type in the code FLASH and get 15% off. And I should have mentioned this earlier. It shows you how what a bad marketer I am. So if anyone wants to get one of our ebooks or the printed cookbook of Keep It Carb Baby, like this, 2nd edition, which moderator Tracy Alexander has helped us out proofing and tightening up. Get that, get some t-shirts, throw in a pen. There's no extra shipping cost if you get a pen. You can buy our music CDs, whatever you want. Just type in code FLASH and you get 15% off this your order, and it's good only till let's see what I got here, October 6th. Tonight's Sunday, October 6th, so it's over at midnight, so it's about like 5 hours and 15 minutes for those on the West Coast, but it's still 5 hours if you're watching it live. If you're watching it afterwards, it'll probably still be up, assuming you got this stream, it didn't start it too late. So anyway, guys, let me think. Anything else I want to mention? Thanks, Tracy, for and Race Lover both for linking to the our store there for those that want to get something off this little flash sale, which I forgot to mention. I'm so dumb. But anyway, let me think. I think that's everything I wanted to mention. Veg Fest, my campaign, our little flash sale that it was just not mentioned until now. Yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank everyone, particularly all our viewers here. We had a pretty active viewership today, a lot of comments. And thanks both Race Lover and Tracy for coming in and helping out. We had a really good turnout today as far as not too many trolls, just 1 or 2. That's all I saw. Maybe you guys were bouncing them and banning them. I didn't see them, but it seemed pretty chill today. Thank you. Thank you guys. Tomorrow, Angie has assuming I need to go finish, I need to put the end cards on, but yeah, Angie has a new vlog. Please watch that. You can see everything we ate in a day, plus a little bit behind the scenes of how we operate here at Happy Healthy Vegan. What was it really like to be us? You can see a little bit of that. And I also want to thank those of you guys that contributed to my campaign today. How can I forget that? I saw some really nice generous donations there. So thanks a lot. That's at ryanlum.net. So we got a lot of stuff going on, as you can tell. And you see I want to do some street activism too on top of that. I'm going to be really busy for a while here, guys. So when's the next live stream? I'm not sure. As you guys know, I do them roughly about a week apart, So today's Sunday. You might see one as soon as Thursday of next week, but it could be on the weekend or the week after. But yeah, expect one with sometime between the next 5 and 10 days, something like that. I don't want to keep our moderators too tied up on my live streams. They have lives too, but I want to thank them really for taking time out of your lives to help me out, and it makes for a really pleasant live stream experience. I hope all our viewers here appreciate as well, because I sure do. So thanks, guys. Love you all, and until the next live stream, let's keep it chill. Remember, vote vegan, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Look for Angie's vlog tomorrow. It's my vlog too. Watch it, and see you then. Bye bye.